see. Nope, he's not on that list, but he'd come in and where's my roster? Anyway, we'll find his name and we'll give him his flowers. I know Coach Zielinski and I talked about that a little bit as well, and but he's one of those young kids that we're talking about that keeps getting repetitions. They're getting playing time, and the more they play, the more comfortable they are with this defensive scheme and offensive scheme, and they're able to just go make plays.
We are live from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, and it is the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show coming up. Pat did talk to Coach Z, talked about last week's game and this week's game with the matchup against the Derry Trojans. That's all coming up later in our pregame show. Keys of the game, starting lineups, and more. It's Indiana taking on the 3-1 Derry Trojans. You are listening to Indiana High, Little Indian Football on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Life at full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercrafts, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. For me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
Charge, a family dispute, or planning for the future. In those moments, you need someone who truly cares. I'm Patrick Doherty. I've spent my career standing beside good people through difficult times. Whether it's criminal defense, real estate, estate planning, or family law, my wife Amy and I are here to fight and guide you forward. When life gets tough, you don't have to face it alone. Call the gold-winning team of the law office of Patrick Doherty.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage, or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
And we're back with Senior Spotlight. Today, I am joined by Braden Keller. Braden, thanks for joining us. Tell me, who are your parents?
Patrick Keller and Kristen Keller.
All right. And do you have any siblings?
2 brothers, Tristan Keller and Grayson Keller.
All right. And how long have you been playing football?
I played 4 years in Pee Wee and 1 year in middle school, and now I played 2 years in high school.
All right. What's your favorite football memory?
Probably when we won the state championship in Pee Wee.
All right. Excellent. And what plans do you have after high school?
Not really sure. I hope I could keep playing football, so somewhere D2, D3 school maybe.
All right. And do you have a routine that you gotta do before every game, or is there a song that you gotta hear to get you ready to play?
No, not really. I just gotta sit down, just clear my head before the game.
All right. Excellent. Anybody you'd like to thank today and why?
My parents for always taking me to football, always keeping me in it to play, just always encouraging me to play football.
All right. You've been watching Senior Spotlight. Today we were joined by Braden Keller. And this has been brought to you by the law office of Patrick Doherty. We'll be back with more after this.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
As a Priority First Federal Credit Union member, you'll join 16,000 others who enjoy more than just banking. You get the personalized service and benefits you deserve. With 56 years of experience, we know how to put you first. With local loan decisions made right here to support you when it matters most. With online banking and mobile deposit for easy access anytime, anywhere. Because you're more than just an account number, you're a valued member. Visit us at one of our 7 branches to find out why putting you first is our priority.
And we're back on the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. I'm joined by Indiana head coach Mark Zelinskis. Coach, how's it feel to get that first win under your belt?
It's unbelievable. I'll tell you what, it's been a long time coming, I think, for these kids. And, just to see the look on their face when they walked off that field Friday night, knowing, all the things that they put in, all the hard work they put in since January. all spring, throughout the summer, camp, all that stuff, and really during a rough 3 weeks, things finally came together for us, and we just went out and had a great performance. And I tried to emphasize to the kids that victory is going to start on Monday night, and they really had a great week of practice last week. I mean, came out after a tough loss. What a response. They came out willing to work, and we just got better, and things pulled together during the week and went out and just had a great time.
Offensively, it looked like you were finally able to have good execution on the offense as you want it to be run. I'm sure there were mistakes along the way. There always are. But just from that opening series, Kevin Lou was able to break some runs, and your quarterback seemed to do a good job making good decisions. I mean, it was a total team effort, but it just felt like a different offense.
Yeah, it was. And, the last couple of weeks, prior to that, we got kind of caught in the front that we didn't have a lot of experience with and had to adjust during the game and really didn't do a good job adjusting. And so, Laurel Highlands came out in the same front, and we practiced against it all week. We anticipated they were going to run that, and sometimes you just don't know. I mean, teams come out and run something totally different, and it's really tough for an inexperienced team to adjust during the game, especially when you got kids playing defense and you're trying to pull them out and talk to them on, or just try to do everything in a short timeout. So, but it was good. They again, they were really well prepared for what they saw, and they just went out and executed it. And I think, as time goes on and these kids gain experience, that execution, it just has to keep improving. And that's what we did this week. And I think we saw some great games this week in practice.
We talked a little bit in the pregame last week about how, Rome wasn't built in a day, so to speak. And this is going to be a effort of daily progress, weekly progress, stacking those wins, stacking good plays, all those things that, may sound cliche to the outside, but really there's a lot of validity to it with the youth on your roster.
No, because it's just like anything. I mean, you take any sport, anything, really anything in life. I mean, the more repetitions that you have doing it, and that just pays off. And so you get a young kid in there, and he's got 50 million things going through your head at one time, and really, in athletics, I mean, the human mind can only focus on one thing at a time, and so. You've got to ingrain all that stuff. It's got to become second nature to you. And as time goes on, that's what happens. These kids just always ask, what do you think about it? The answer should be nothing, nothing. And because it's ingrained to them. And, there's always room to grow in that area, because there's always more and more reps to accumulate and get, take advantage of. But, we're really starting to see some definite gains in terms of where we were at the beginning of the season, with just the execution part of it, like you mentioned. Our offensive lines, now they're seeing things 2 and 3 times, different fronts, throughout the week. And I'll tell you what, they just keep getting better. Fundamentally, Mondays is just a big fundamental day. We're just seeing big improvements on Mondays, and so we just got to, like you said, mentioned, we just got to keep chopping wood and keep after it. And I think we definitely took some positive steps this week in practice. Again, fighting the complacency was tough, but I think they fought through it hard. They pushed themselves in the heat, and we had a great week of practice. So I look for our guys doing some good things on the field tonight.
Defensively, your team, I mean, for all intents and purposes, your first unit pitched a shutout. They got a cheap touchdown late with some substitutions, but I thought your defense really played well. They ran to the football, they turned the ball over, made big plays when you needed them. I thought it was just a tremendous team defensive effort. What'd you see on the film?
Oh, absolutely. And once you get that momentum, and obviously Laurel Highlands lost it, and not sure that had something to do with their performance and losing their confidence. But you saw our kids. I mean, you watch our first 3 games, they weren't bouncing around like that when playing defense. They weren't sprinting on and off the field. They didn't have that enthusiasm. They weren't just picking each other up all the time. And so I think they got a taste of what that feels like, what it should be like, because defense is I mean, you've got to play it with your heart. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of physicality to it. There's a lot of being in shape and all that kind of stuff. But really, a big part of it is just playing with that emotion, and playing like all the other guys are counting on you to do your job, play their discipline, your assignments, where you're lined up, what you're supposed to do, and then just run like a crazy man to the football. And that's what our kids did. So we tried to emphasize that this week. Derry's a little bit different. They try to power you a little bit more than what Lower Highlands did. They were more of a finesse team. But, we got to respond to that. And like I said, we just worked on those fundamentals. And I think our kids are going to come out again with that very, very, very positive attitude and pick each other up and get after them.
I mean, just on paper, you look at Derry, they got a couple linemen that are just enormous. I mean, a kid's 6'6", almost 300 pounds at tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Their running back's a big kid.
Yeah.
I think he also plays nose.
Yeah.
Fullback and running back and nose. That's an odd combination, but they're tough-nosed kids. What do you see with Derry?
Yeah, they are. I mean, they won a real tight game, the week before, and I think they're confident when it comes down to slugging it out, and they feel confident they're going to be able to run it down your throat. And so it's a little bit reminiscent about kind of like a style team that Mount Pleasant was week one. And I thought we did some stuff and matched up and didn't execute well against those guys. And I think this week now to execute those plays, it's going to take a little bit more effort, a little bit more intensity, and that's where I think we are, and we're ready to step up and do that. They're a formidable football team. I mean, no two ways about it. But I think our kids are going to be up for this task, and I can't wait to see them out there battling.
Yeah, another night at home. Hopefully we're going to have good weather, get a nice crowd here again. Hopefully get your second win tonight.
No, those are all positive things, and that's what we're shooting for here. So, like I said, I can't wait to get out on the field with these kids and see what they do.
Coach, thanks. Best of luck tonight. We'll be back with more of the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show after this.
NCUA.
The Indiana Total Therapy pregame show continues. Learn more about ITT at indianatotaltherapy.com. Now, let's get back to the stadium for tonight's starting lineups.
And our starting lineups are brought to you by Indiana County Technology Center, providing the necessary tools to jumpstart your future. Visit ictc.edu. Pat?
All right, let's look at Indiana's offense first. Mark center, Zach Brewer, senior, 6', 205. At the guard, you have sophomore, 6'1", 230 pounds. That's Jasper Williams. At the other guard, Braylon Winslow, a sophomore, 5'11", 215 pounds. Your tackle is anchored by junior Darius Webb, 6'4", 230 pounds. And the other tackle is senior, 5'11", 215, Trent Buffalo. Your quarterback is Jason Strack. He's a sophomore, 6'2", 190 pounds. Your running backs, you'll see both Elijah Thomas. He's a 6' senior, 215 pounds. And Kevin Liu. He's also a senior. Your slot backs will be Graham McFarland. He's a 6', 175-pound senior. The other slot back is Roman Jones. He's a junior, 5'9", 165 pounds. And your receivers are Jacob Snyder. He's a senior, 5'10", 165 pounds. And Trayvon Joseph or Tyler Nelson. They interchange those guys. Tyler is a sophomore, 6'1", 180 pounds, and Trayvon's is 5'10", 170 pounds senior. Derry's defense will go that way then. Derry's defense, and they are coached by head coach Mike Arone. At nose, Justin Papuga. He's a senior, 6'2", 235 pounds. At defensive tackle, number 77, senior Dylan Pitzer. He's 6'6", 280 pounds. At the other tackle is number 52, Chase Lucon. He's a junior, 5'10", 225 pounds. Your defensive end, Caden Wayers, senior, 5'10", 185 pounds. And the other defensive end is Max Doherty. He's a junior, 6', 200 pounds. Your linebackers are Preston Donovan. He's a 5'8", 185-pound junior. And at the other linebacker is Travis Tolkowski. He's a freshman, 5'10", 180 pounds. Your secondary lines up like this. Number 21 is Max Doperak. He's a senior, 5'9", 175 pounds. The other corner is Anthony Frank. He's a junior, 5'9", 160 pounds. And at safety, Will McNeil, he's a 5'9", 155-pound freshman. And the other safety is Carson Weirs. He's a senior, 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
So our kickoff is right around the corner, and we are going to step out on our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the opening kick. You're listening to AM 1450 WD80, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giants got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
Pregame show continues. Powered by Indiana Total Therapy with 3 locations. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute.
And we are back getting set for opening kickoff. Let's go down to the field with Doug Steve, our Crimson Wealth Management sideline report. Doug?
Okay, thank you, Mark. And again, a beautiful night for football here at Andy Koneski Field. Indiana has won the toss. They will receive. You know, Derry's 3-1. It's not going to be an easy task, but, you know, the confidence that Indiana has after last week's victory, hopefully they can do one better and get another victory tonight. We'll send it back upstairs.
Okay, and our opening kickoff brought to you by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Get your children ready to shine at Grand Beginnings Children's Center.
And Max Doperak is going to tee it up for Derry. Indiana will receive. Back deep is Brocious and is that Jones?
Yeah, Roman Jones.
Roman Jones and
Jace Brocious.
Yep.
Indiana's done pretty well with their return game here.
They have 2 returns for a touchdown so far this year on kickoff returns. And last week, opening drive, they had a really good 50-yard return.
So here is Doperak. He is lining up the opening kick. Again, brought to you by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. And we are off. Little squib kick. This one might roll out of bounds, and it does right near the 27-yard line. So That'll be a procedure call on the opening kick, and that'll give Indiana pretty good starting field position.
Yeah, that's exactly what Indiana wants. Get good field position and get this offense greased up early.
We talked about some of the size that Derry has. You have 280, 235, 225 on that defensive front. So they've got some big kids.
Indiana's going to have them re-kick this, Mark.
Okay. So they're going to push them back 5 yards and kick again. And, hey, with the way that they've been returning the kickoffs, I don't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand why Coach Zelinskis is making that choice.
For Indiana tonight, Justin Johns will kick extra points and field goals. Tyler Nelson will be the kicker.
Okay. Well,
was wondering why they haven't allowed Tyler to try that. He punts for them, so.
Well, it's interesting, Doug. They don't have the kickoff net set up or the kicking net set up tonight. I don't know if somebody forgot to bring it out.
No, they just can't find it.
Oh, boy.
Well, here is the kick, Doperak, and it's going to be fielded up the middle about the 41-yard line. That's where they're going to fall on the football. Pretty good coverage on that squib kick.
That's Luke Raglani on the recovery for Indiana.
Did a great job of just catching that bouncing ball and then falling on top of it, not allowing any opportunity to bobble that. 11:54 here in the opening quarters. We are just underway.
Beautiful night again, Mark.
So they're going to push it forward to the 42. That's where Indiana will start things off with sophomore quarterback Jason Strack. Kevin Liu in the backfield to start things off. Roman Jones in motion. The give is going to be to Liu up the middle, fighting his way forward. He's got almost the entire Derry defense trying to drag him down. They finally do. It was a minimal gain for Kevin, but boy, he made that defense work.
And
it took almost every single one of them to drag him down.
Anthony Frank and Caden Wires on the tackle for Derry. They gave him about half a yard. So it'll be second down and 10, 42.
Here is Strack. Same formation here as he had McFarland in motion. He's going to get the pitch around the left side. He's being chased, trying to get that edge. He's not going to get it. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Good pursuit by Doperak, and he's going to drop him for a loss.
Yeah, Doperak did a good job, and, they ran that play towards the Derry sideline, and it just never developed. Indiana's got a player down.
Yeah, we're going to check on him, and we're going to take a quick timeout while they take a look at him near the Derry sidelines. You are listening to Indiana High Football, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
Little Indian was Graham McFarland, and he has to be helped off the field.
Good grief. Those young men, they were basically told, Graham, just lift up your legs and we're going to jog off. And, the training staff will take a look at him. It's 3rd and 14.
It was a 4-yard loss on the play for McFarland, so 3rd and 14. Ball is placed on the 38-yard line of Indiana. Jones in motion. Here's Strack, back to pass. He's going to lob it down the field. He was looking for Tyler Nelson. Ball thrown a little bit over Tyler's head. Good coverage down the field as well. And Strack took a shot there as he let that ball go.
Yeah, he did. He got hit as soon as he let it go. So now Indiana's going to go with the punt unit here. And
so Derry defense shows they got more than just a little bit of size, but that size has been a problem on that opening drive. We'll see if the Indiana D can rise to the challenge. Here is Tyler Nelson on 4th and 14. He is going to kick. Boy, they were sending everybody. Does get the kickoff. It is going to be fielded at about the 28-yard line. Pretty good coverage by Indiana, but they are able to scooch forward. He's still on his feet. Boy, a great return that time.
That was Carson Weirs on the return. He really made something out of nothing there.
It looked like Indiana had him for about a 1-yard gain, and then he somehow squirted through the tackle there and was able to find his way forward at about 42-yard line. So Indiana started in their 42. Derry will start on their 42.
Yep.
10:29 in a scoreless opening quarter.
And that was a really nice punt by Tyler Nelson. It had good hang time. Indiana was there. They just weren't able to get Weirs to the ground.
And so we got the Derry offense led by Anthony Sacco, the junior quarterback. They are running a lot of movement on this offense as they now go trips to the left. Screen pass. Indiana going to drag him down. It's going to be a couple of yards gain for Weirs.
Jacob Snyder on that tackle.
He's going to gain maybe about 5 or 6. Well, they keep moving the ball forward. So they're going to take it all the way to the 49-yard line, a 7-yard pickup by Weirs.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 now.
One man split to the right, one to the left, two split to the right, one to the left here for Sacco. He is going to give the football up the middle. Doherty fighting his way through the defense and does get a first down into Indiana territory all the way to the 45-yard line.
So he picks up 6, and, that was nothing fancy, nothing flashy. Just, got right behind that big offensive line. And
Ricky Daniels, the lone receiver here to the left. Derry moving right to left on your radio dial, and here is a play-action pass. Sacco looks, hits his wide-open receiver in the flat. Now it's going to be good enough for another first down. That was number 42, Preston Donovan.
Yeah, Roman Jones came up on the tackle, but it's going to be another first down. Our first downs tonight are sponsored, as always, by In First Bank.
And good play action, but nobody covered Donovan into the flat as they all went to the receivers deep down the field. Man in motion. The give is going to be to Doherty up the middle. This time Indiana does have him, though, as they finally bring him down. Tough guy to bring down, but good tackle by Indiana.
Derek Oaks came up and made a nice play, the sophomore again, who really played a nice game last week.
Yeah, that was the name I couldn't come up with in our pregame tonight, Doug. Derek Oaks. He's really done a nice job growing into this defense.
Made a number of big hits. That was a good tackle for Derek. 2nd down and 10, no gain. And the give is going to be again to Doherty. This time he tries the right side. He does have a hole, able to fight his way into that hole and takes it near the 30, 28-yard line. So Indiana stops him a couple yards shy of the first down, but pretty good run there on a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so it'll be 3rd and 3 now. And as we always talk about, that's what, if you're an offense, you want to be in those 3rd and shorts. And you can basically run your whole playbook from here because you're in 4-down territory.
7:57 on a running clock here. 3rd down and 3 for the Trojans. They got 2 receivers split to the left. Under center is Anthony Sacco. This time inside handoff to Preston Donovan. He's got a big hole. He spins off a tackle. He's finally brought down inside the 15-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 14. 14-yard pickup for Preston Donovan.
Whenever you have two linemen, one 6'4", 300, and the other 6'2", 280, it's easy to get some yards behind those two.
Yeah, and that was just the old counter play. They faked it one way, and the guy came back underneath. Really nice play design, and, Derry's doing a nice job so far on this drive.
picking up chunks of yards up the middle. And that pass is open as they now go back to Doherty. Just a little jump step there as he gets 5 yards on first down.
Darius Webb on that tackle for the Indians.
Doherty, pretty quick feet for a 6', 200-pound guy.
Yeah, and that's, their backs are big. They got those couple big linemen. And that's, they're able to just kind of get locked on Indiana right now. Indiana's going to have to bring a guy down to help with this running game.
Here is a handoff again. Doherty is going to fight closer to that 5-yard or the 5-yard line. I'll get it eventually. Either way, it is going to be a first down, it looks like, for Derry. First and goal.
Yeah, they're going to mark that right at the 4. So far, Derry's doing what Derry wants to do. They just said, we're going to line up and we're going to run this football.
And when you can run like this, you have that play action pass that we saw that work a couple times on this drive. 2 for 2 is Sacco throwing the football. Here is first and goal from the 4 for the Derry Trojans. Give to Doherty up the middle again this time. He's fighting his way close to that goal line. Indiana stands him up, though, as he gets to about the 2. So only a 2-yard gain for Max Doherty, 6-foot junior.
Mike Rohn, the coach of Derry, he played at Homer Center under Rick Faust when he was the coach. He was a player there, and it was that physical football, and that's what he's instilled here with the Trojans of Derry.
This is Derry's 11th play of this opening drive, Mark. They took over this drive at the 10:24 mark, and they're winding down to the 5-minute mark. So this has been not only a time-consuming drive, but a lot of plays for the Indiana defense.
There's Donovan leading the way for Doherty. This time Indiana stands him up right near the line of scrimmage. A great job of pushing that line back. And again, Oakes comes off the bottom of that pile.
Yeah, Winslow as well was on that. They're going to lose 1, bouncing back to the 3. So now if you're Anthony Sacco in this Derry offense, do you go play action? Do you get Anthony Sacco out on the perimeter where he can either run it or throw it?
I'd be shocked if they don't. He does have Doherty as his sidecar to the right. 2 receivers split, and he is going to fake the handoff and just take it in the end zone himself. Anthony Sacco, 3-yard touchdown run. Well, they ran the play action. They rolled him out, but he had no intention of throwing that football. Great play call and really great offensive series for Derry.
Yeah, it really was.
$11-play drive, and as you said, took a lot of time off the clock. Really nicely done by the Derry Trojans, using that size and strength of the offensive line. Extra point is up and good. 7-0 is our score. 4:29 left to go in the first quarter. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. From me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
Dan.
Kickoff here as Derry drives right down the field, and this time another kickoff is going to go out of bounds. We'll see what Indiana elects to do. The last time they made them kick it again, moved them 5 yards back. I'd like to pass along our condolences to one of the assistant coaches, C.J. Spatafor, the loss of his mother.
Yeah,
good guy, great family.
the work that the Spatafora family has done in our community and for the Indiana School District over the years. It's a tremendous loss, and our thoughts and prayers go out to, the family. And, I grew up across the street from the Spatafora, so I knew Mrs. Spatafora very well.
Yeah.
And losing Chuck a few years ago and now Linda, our prayers are with the Spatafora family for sure.
Absolutely. Great to see CJ on the sidelines tonight. And here is the kick. Going to take a high bounce. Fielded finally by Brocious as it took a nice hop. And Brocious finds his way through. He's got one man to beat. Jace Brocious, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. That's how you answer an 11-play drive.
Yep. And the crazy thing, that's exactly why they were squib kicking, to keep it out of Jace's hands, keep it out of Roman's hands. And it bit him right in the backside. He kind of fumbled it around a little bit, picked it up, and it was like he was shot right out of a cannon, Mark.
Well, it took an odd hop because it just kept bouncing and bouncing, and that's why he kind of bobbled it. And for a second, you thought, oh, this is going to go nowhere. But you're right, Pat. He just, as soon as he grabbed the football, he was just shot out of a cannon. And that is a great answer to that big touchdown drive.
Justin John will be on to attempt the extra point.
Doug, did we see where he caught that?
I thought it was right around the 38, which would make it a 62-yard touchdown return.
Sounds good to me. That's our first Commonwealth quick stat. Thank you, Doug. And our Crimson Wealth Management sideline report.
We got them both in. We're going to come back. It's 7-7.
Was good.
AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV. Back in 60 seconds.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
Ensuing kickoff after that 62-yard touchdown drive. Here takes a big bounce. Bounced off of a Derry Trojan. It's going to be fielded up the middle. Derry trying to find some running room, but nothing doing. Indiana with great pursuit. I think that was Noah Stogue who received the kickoff, and he had nowhere to go as the Indiana's kick team. What a great job by special teams.
Anthony Boyano was in on that tackle, and I'm not sure if it was Raglani as well.
Well, maybe that woke up this Indiana Little Indians team here as they were facing an 11-play drive for the touchdown drive for Derry. We didn't even get to this. Took over 6 minutes.
11 plays, 58 yards, 6 minutes on the nose. And Indiana answers right back one play. Well, not even a play, a kickoff.
So this is down at the 13-yard line for Derry. Long field ahead of them. Again, they did pretty well on that opening drive. Here is the running back again, Max Doherty. He's going to get a couple yards, 2 or 3. Indiana does stand him up. He runs hard, and he's got a good offensive line in front of him. But they're going to give him nearly 4. Wow.
So that'll take him out to the 17. 2nd down and 6. Now this is where you'll look and see if they roll Sacco out and hit those little guys in the running back in the flat, or what they're going to do here.
Sacco in the shotgun formation. He's going to give it to Stogue coming in motion around the right side. And Noah Stogue, he's going to fight his way, gets the first down around the right end. Is it Stogue or Stowe?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to check with Flick during a break.
We'll check.
Our good
We'll
friend
check over there.
John Flickinger is doing the call for Derry on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Good partners of ours over the years. And
8-yard pickup for Noah, whatever his last name is pronounced.
So that puts the ball at the 25.
Sacco does a good job. Sometimes he lines up under center and sometimes in the shotgun. Now he's under center, and there's that inside trap, and there goes Preston Donovan. He's on the run. Indiana's going to try to catch him. They do track him down, but not until he gets down near the Indiana 40-yard line. That was that same play that they broke earlier in on their first drive.
Yeah, that's where Indiana's defense has to do a better job of being lane conscious. Don't chase the flow of where the ball is. You got to have gap integrity, and that'll come right to them if they stay at home and do what they're coached to do.
35-yard gain.
So now Derry's on the move.
Yeah, for Preston Donovan. Indiana has yet to find an answer for this Derry offense. First down and 10. Sacco in the shotgun. That ball is snapped way over his head, and Doherty's just going to fall on it, but he falls on it back at their own 46-yard line. I think Indiana wasn't anywhere near that. If Doherty had known that, I think he might have tried to pick it up and run with the football, but
yeah, he absolutely would have had time, but that takes the ball all the way back to the 48.
So it's going to be a loss of 12 yards on that miscue by Derry. Second down and 22.
Indiana jumped, gave him 5 yards back. That's the thing in high school. Sorry, Doug, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, Derry just had that 6-minute drive. Indiana ran back to kickoff. Indiana's defense had to come right back on the field after a long drive. So you know what? Yeah, some of them play both ways, but it's warm out here yet tonight for these guys to go both ways.
Yeah, it sure is.
Seems a little warmer than last week's game too.
So it'll bring 2nd and 17 now. The ball is into the 47 of Indiana.
So 2nd down, 17. Here is Sacco. Handoff to Doherty. Trying to get that left edge. He does get it. 40. He's going to get the first down and more. He's got one guy to beat. Max Doherty trying to make it to the end zone. He does get in for Derry. So Indiana, had him pushed back on a 2nd down and 22. It only took one penalty and one running play as Doherty takes it. 47 yards?
Yeah, 47 yards.
And that wasn't one of those inside counters. That was just straight run around the left edge.
Just a stretch play, and he was able to split the corner and the end, and then he was off to the races. Doparak on for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. 14-7 is our score. Derry retakes the lead. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Snaps good. The pass is caught. Touchdown. Just like a winning team, Integrated Power Services knows it takes dedication, teamwork, and vision to succeed. That's why IPS proudly supports our local high schools in both academics and athletics. Because whether it's the classroom, the court, or the end zone, excellence starts with commitment. Here's to a bright future and a winning season from your friends at IPS. Integrated Power Services. Respond, rethink, resolve.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Discover a world
We want to thank Representative Struzzi for his support of high school athletics here on Renda.
Here is Strack. He's got spread formation. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Thomas in the backfield is going to get the handoff, and he's brought down immediately. Oh, no, he doesn't have the Strack. I thought
Strack pulled it.
He pulled it back. He faked me out and faked the defense out as both of those big guys on the defensive end or defensive line both immediately jumped on Thomas, and Strack pulled it back.
Pitzer crashed very hard, and Jason made the right read.
How about that? Well, great fake, Jason.
Out to the
Worked
45.
on me. We'll take it.
You know, and that's what a play like that can hopefully slow those linebackers in that front down just a little bit, and that's all you need.
Thomas still in the backfield here for Strack. It's Jacob Snyder in motion, and this time they do give it to Thomas, and he fights for it. Elijah Thomas now, as he finds a little bit of running room, takes it about 8 yards on first down.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, just that little bit of hesitation now allows this offense to get forward positive yardage.
That's going to do it here for the first quarter. 14-7, Derry with the lead. Indiana on the march. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
Our second quarter is brought to you by the law offices of Pat Doherty. We thank him for his support of Indiana High football. 14-7, Derry with the lead. Indiana in Derry territory at the 37-yard line, facing a 2nd and 2. Thomas still in the backfield for Indiana. Strack hands the football off, and it takes about 4 or 5 defenders to bring E.T. down, but they do take him down for a loss, maybe a loss at 1.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 3. Pitzer that time did make the right read. You know, at some point you'd like to see Indiana kind of go back to that quick passing game that they had last week.
Yeah.
Just to keep this Derry front honest.
We only saw 1 pass attempt so far in this game.
And that was on a 3rd and long.
Yeah, and that was a deep pass play, and everybody kind of knew the pass was coming with that 3rd and long, but now they're facing a 3rd and short. 3rd down and 3. Here is Roman Jones in motion. Fake the pitch. Strack rolling out to his left. He's going to fire it. He does hit the open receiver. That's Thomas, is going to get a 1st down in the flat. And he takes it down to the 31-yard line. So 7-yard pickup.
And that was a really nice play. Jason did a nice job of buying enough time. He didn't panic. He waited for Elijah to come open, gave him a nice ball that he was able to catch.
What I like about that, too, is you could see him looking down the field as he was making different reads, including looking to see if he had room to run it for the 1st down. And for a sophomore quarterback, you see a little bit of maturity as he's...
Each week, Mark, you're seeing a little bit of growth from him.
1st down and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Here's Jones in motion again. Strack fakes the handoff. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got an opening. He's going to get a 1st down inside the 20. They're in the red zone. Now Indiana's offense is starting to move. We got an injured Derry Trojan. They're going to call a quick timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break as well while they tend to him. 14-7 Derry. 10:26 left to go in the second quarter. We're back after this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
And we are back as they help the Trojan down onto the sideline. I'm trying to get a number there.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Did not see it, but either way, it is a first down for Indiana.
Nice thing with this drive, Mark, is Indiana now has 3 in-first bank first downs, and they have the ball sitting right on the 20-yard line.
So that first down.
Actually, it's inside. It's at the 18-yard line.
So Strack took that last one for about 12 yards for a first down inside the red zone, and here is going to be a little counter play. Is given up the middle to Roman Jones, and Roman fights forward. He's going to get a good pickup on first down.
Yeah, that was
7
a really
yards.
nice run and nice design play.
And
Indiana
now
has a player down.
Oh, we're going to take a timeout again as they tend to an Indiana player now down on the field. It's second down and 3 when we return. 14-7 Derry, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Hi, it's me again, Garrett Greek, your local mortgage banker at S&T Bank. If you're looking to purchase a new home to enjoy the changing colors of the fall season, we can help to make it possible. Visit me at one of our Indiana County offices to learn more about our mortgage options. You can also visit us at stbank.com or call us at 800-325-2265. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In Indiana, as they help Trent Buffalo off the field. And as we know, he plays both sides of the ball. That's going to hurt Indiana for sure. Jasper Williams trots onto the field.
It looked like they were trying, we're way up here, but it looked like maybe they were trying to rub out a cramp. Let's hope that was the case, but they do help him out with a lower body injury. Second down and 3 now for Indiana. Pitch is going to be to Roman Jones. Boy, he got that play off just in time as Roman's going to get the first down, and he's pushed out of bounds. Derry tried to time the cadence there and almost got in the backfield. If they were running up the middle, it would have been a loss, but great play call as they pitched it to Roman. He's going to take it for a first down.
Yeah, they're going to mark this ball right at the 6-yard line mark. I really like what we see from Roman Jones. He has that quick first step and is able to get into open space. He's done a really nice job.
So first down and goal for Indiana at the 6. 9:40 left to go in this first half. 14-7 Derry.
You go play action pass here, Mark, on first down.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. Here is a man in motion. They are going to give it up the middle, though, and that's going to be Thomas. Might just get a yard. Yeah, for that reason, it looked like Derry's kind of watching for that inside handoff.
Boy, I'll tell you.
And when you're here, you're 4-down territory.
Right,
so,
but I'll say this: I thought Elijah was going to get more than that.
Yeah,
it looked like a hole open, but it closed very quickly by this Derry defense, and they are over pursuing on that dive. So that's why we've seen good success on the counter and on the bootlegs. And this might be something where you put Strack out on the edge.
I try to get the ball into Roman Jones's hand right now.
I agree with you, Doug.
Well, if anything, you fake the pitch to him if they're going to key on him going in motion. As he does go in motion this time, it is going to be Strack no, they will keep it with Thomas. I thought that Jason pulled it back, but he didn't, and maybe he should have that time as Thomas is going to lose 2 yards. I think that's one where I thought Jason had a hole if he pulls that back, but.
And again, Pitzer on the tackle. That's going to back them up to the 6.
And see, this is where I do like your idea of the play action or, getting Jason out in first or second down, getting him rolling one way or the other. Now you're forced to do that, and you're not going to fool the defense by.
Right.
Let's see if you can get Nelson open in the corner of the end zone.
Our sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management.
Here is Jason Strack facing the 3rd and goal from the 6. He's going to go back. He is going to throw a jump ball to Tyler Nelson. That ball just thrown a little too far out of the end zone, and pretty good coverage, but that's one you want to hang up there and let Tyler be able to have a shot to come down with it. Instead, it went out of the end zone.
And this is just my pet peeve. When you got a quarterback that can roll the way Jason can, I really don't like that call because there's only one option. You're going to throw that ball up, and it's only one guy. If you run something where you get him on the move, now he's got multiple options, and he could even run it.
And he's got Doperak covering him. Pretty good covered corner for the Trojans. Now you're looking at 4th and goal from the 6. Strack under center. He is going to do a counter to Roman Jones. Roman finds a way to get through that blocking scheme. Wow! He's into the end zone, and that's an Indiana touchdown. That looked like that was going to be shut down, but what patience by Roman Jones.
It almost looked Le'Veon Bell-esque, the way he just kind of waited for his blocks, tiptoed through, and then once he saw the gap, he gunned it, and good run by Roman Jones.
It looked like that play was going to get shut down, and he just patiently waited, and once that seam opened up, he just tiptoed his way into the end zone, and that's a great answer by Indiana on 4th and goal.
Good up.
Extra point is blocked.
They got great pressure right up the middle.
They've gotten it on one of the punts as well, so Indiana is going to have to keep our eye on that, but it is 14-13 now, as Indiana does answer back. 8:02 left to go in the half. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital Media.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
We all know life can get tough. Maybe it's a legal battle you never saw coming, a criminal charge, a family dispute, or planning for the future. In those moments, you need someone who truly cares. I'm Patrick Doherty. I've spent my career standing beside good people through difficult times. Whether it's criminal defense, real estate, estate planning, or family law, my wife Amy and I are here to fight and guide you forward. When life gets tough, you don't have to face it alone. Call the gold-winning team of the law office of Patrick Doherty.
Computing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Again, our second quarter is being brought to you by the law offices of Pat Doherty. 11-play drive, 67 yards. Here is a squib kick by Indiana. It's going to be fielded at the 22-yard line. Indiana's going to pursue and try to get around it, but instead, Derry's on the run. Number 11 for Derry, still on his feet as he takes it into Indiana territory. That's Carson Weirs.
And that's not what Indiana wanted to do for sure. Good return.
Carson Weirs had an earlier kickoff return as well where he finds a way to stay on his feet. I think a couple times where you've seen him with the football.
Sideline warning.
Okay. Well.
Ball be on the 35.
Indiana's defense comes out, and this makes it a little bit challenging. If they were able to pin him back a little bit, you feel a little bit better about things. Instead, ball's at the 35-yard line of Indiana. 7:50 in the half. Shorter field here for the Derry Trojans. Here is Sacco under center. Gives it to Doherty. Fights forward. Breaks one tackle. He gets near 7 yards on the first down carry. Max
Derek
Doherty.
Oaks on the tackle.
Indiana has yet to find an answer for
Doherty. Yeah, they really
Spelled differently than you.
Yeah, it is. But Indiana's got to do a better job getting off these blocks.
And they're giving it to him again. A huge hole this time for Derry. Then bounces right off one tackle. Max Doherty's going to take it into the end zone. Boy, that was an impressive run. Huge hole opened up, and then he just lowered the shoulder and just pinballed off of the defender.
Yeah, that really was just, I'm not going to be denied. That's basically what Max Doherty just said to the Indiana defense.
And that is a statement there for that rushing attack. Not that he needed any help, but that hole that they opened up was huge on the left side of the line, and Doherty did the rest.
Doperak on the kick.
28-yard run. Extra point is up and good.
No good.
Oh, no good. That went wide to the right. So, well, let's see what we can do now. Indiana had a kick block. Now Derry misses the extra point. 20-13 is our score. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Discover a world of convenience at Martin's Food Store in Indiana, where quantity, variety, and freshness meet unbeatable value. Shop in-store or online at martinsfoods.com, with personalized service including hand-picked groceries delivered to your car. Plus, Martin's Pharmacy makes it easy to fill your prescriptions while you shop. Don't forget to join the Martin's loyalty program. Earn and redeem points for groceries and even gas. Experience why Martin's Food Store is the gold winner in the best of Indiana County. Visit them on Oakland Avenue today.
The Indiana Borough Police Department is proud to stand with our community, just like they stand behind our hometown team. From local events to working with students and caring for families, their mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort, and they are only a phone call away. Alongside first responding partners, they're always here for us. On the field, off the field, and everywhere in between. So as you cheer on your team tonight, remember, they always have our backs. Stay safe, Indiana.
And we thank Patrick Doherty and the law office of Patrick Doherty sponsoring our second quarter. First down and 5, and Strack pulls the ball back as he keeps it himself. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage, though. So no gain for Jason. It was 1st and 5 because of the defensive penalty, but now it'll be 2nd down and 5.
They actually gave him a loss of 1. It'll go back to the 6.
Okay.
2nd and 6 now from the 50. But as we talked about, they're really doing a good job, Derry is, of clogging up that front. And if you look, they've got both of their big guys on the same side. That Paxton Lee Powell, I believe.
You have Aiden Piper, who's a 300-pound.
Aiden Piper, that's who it is, with Pitzer.
And here's going to be Roman Jones on the left side. Great open field tackle by Derry's number 16. That's Will McNeil. And Nick McNeil drops Jones out.
So another loss, and that's going in the wrong way.
And that was just a great open field tackle. I like trying to get Roman out in the open field, but great play defensively by the Trojans. So here we are, 3rd down and 7. The ball back at the Indiana 49-yard line. Man in motion, and a flag is thrown. Well, this one's going to be
Indiana.
Push Indiana back even further. So, boy, after that penalty on the defense, they're moving the wrong way, and that's not a good look as Buffalo is being carted off the field as the cart's taking him around. And that's not good for Indiana to have another of their big guys at least looking like he'll be out for the rest of this game. So that 5-yard penalty will make it 3rd down and 12.
And the ball sits back now on Indiana's own 44.
Strack now goes into the shotgun. As he's facing 3rd and 12, he's got spread formation, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He's rolling to his left. Jason looking down the field. He's got some pressure. He finds a way to get out of one. He's still on his feet. Jason Strack is going to take it. He bounces off a tackle, and then he's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way near the 1st down marker. He's going to be about 2 yards shy. But what an effort.
Good individual effort. That's going to make it 4th down. The ball is sitting at the 46, so it'll be a 4th and 2.
There were 2 defenders that converged on Jason and looked like he might be dropped for a sack, and somehow he escaped those 2 and then had some open field in front of him. We got a timeout. We're going to take a 60-second timeout as well. 4th down when we return.
Necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hi. This is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. From me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
Dan and Evan hasn't returned your call.
Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
4th down and 2. Derry leading 20-13 in this football game. Indiana has the football at the Derry 46-yard line after that 10-yard run by Jason Strack. Indiana needs 2, maybe 2.5. Strack. He's going to go under center. He's got Thomas in the backfield. Derry. And he's going to pull it back. He's going to pitch the football, trying to get to the 1st down marker, and does.
Wow.
So that was a fake handoff and then an option play, and he pitched the ball.
And Indiana was very fortunate.
And I think
Good
that was
individual effort.
Jacob Snyder.
But Indiana got that in first bank first down, Mark. So now they're able to chew up this clock, as Doug said. Want to try to put points on the board here because Derry does get the ball to start the second half.
Jacob's a tough kid and got that pitch and was not going to be denied as he gets the first down. First down and 10. 3:16 left to go in the half. We'll keep an eye on that clock as it continues to run.
Both teams have 2 timeouts.
Man in motion. Fake pitch. Strack rolling out to his right. He makes one guy miss, but not the second. That was one I thought Jason might have been able to dump over in the flat to his running back, but a lot of pressure on him as he rolled out and had to get.
They ran the play we've been asking for. They faked the toss and bootlegged him out. Unfortunately, that's why we're up here apparently, because that play didn't work.
And part of the reason we're saying that is because with Indiana, or Derry, they're putting so much pressure up the middle. It's making it real hard to run, so Indiana's got to get a little more creative with trying to find a little bit of running room around the edges. They're going to lose 2 yards.
The other thing is dump pass to Jones in the middle of the field here.
Yeah.
Second down and 12. Again, they're trying to time it, and they do get in the backfield. He does dump the football off, but going down right away is going to be Snyder, as he's going to lose a couple more yards. Yeah, and Indiana's going to have to pay attention. Derry is trying to time that snap almost every play, and that time it worked. They got right in the backfield, and they forced Jason to make a throw quicker than he wanted to.
That's why I think a couple more times they needed to go hard count, get them to draw them off sides because they're being very aggressive.
3rd and 13 now from the 45. We do want to point out they are not using the play clocks tonight. So the quarterbacks have to kind of figure it out. The referee in the back, he'll give them a time signal, but they are not using the normal clocks tonight.
3rd down and 13 again. Trying to time that snap. They're going to throw the football up in the air. Boy, if Nelson turns around a little bit quicker.
He's right there.
And that time Jason threw the ball like you want when you're doing a jump ball. He threw it nice and high. Tyler just waited a little long to turn around, and by the time he turned his head around, the ball came back.
Looks like they're going to punt this football away now on 4th down and 13.
I just don't think Tyler picked it up in the lights.
Yeah, no, I don't either, Doug. I agree.
He looked like he would have been the only one to come back to make a play off of that.
Yeah,
but
if he reads that football, he does make a play, and who knows. But now Indiana's got a punt.
So there is Nelson, and boy, they are getting pressure up the middle on everything as this punt goes out of bounds.
Not a very good punt either. It's going to be out at like the 30-yard line.
Indiana's going to have to do something.
No. Wow, they marked it at the 40. A 5-yard punt, guys.
Well, it went about 5 yards out of bounds.
Man, I thought that went a little deeper, but Derry's going to have the ball in great field position.
Well, part of that's just that Tyler had to get rid of the football because, again, Derry is doing a great job of just timing the snap, and they're getting their linebackers back and through the blocks quickly, almost block that punt.
1st and 10, ball sits at the 40 now, Mark.
So 2:01 left to go in this half. 60 yards ahead of Derry. They lead 20-13.
Each team has 2 timeouts.
So here is Sacco. Going to fake he's going to give the handoff to Doherty. He only gets about 3 or 4. They're going to give him 4 yards on that carry.
Kevin Liu on that tackle for Indiana.
And 1:40 to go. Derry not in a huge hurry right now. They've been able to move the football.
If Derry can pick up a first down, then they may jump into a 2-minute drill.
They do get the football to start the second half here. Sacco looks for a receiver, doesn't find one, and he is going to be tripped up. I believe that might be Keller who got a hand on him, and
that's going to be a loss of a couple.
So they are going to pull it back. They're going to say he lost a yard. So good job by Keller to get a hand on on Sacco. And 3rd down now and 7 with a minute left in this half. Again, still 2 timeouts, but Derry's not in any hurry right now. Here's Sacco back to throw. Got a little bit of pressure. Kevin Liu forces that football, and Indiana, I thought maybe could have jumped on that, but the ball did go forward.
Yeah, they called it incomplete. So that's going to stop the Kevin Liu with great pressure. 4th down and 7 now. If you're Derry, do you have to punt this football to Indiana?
But you know what? I was looking at the umpire threw his beanbag, which calls for a fumble.
Well,
but the referee waved his arm, blew it off.
I think you jump on that no matter what.
Which it was a pass.
They're going to go for this now on 4th and 7.
So incomplete pass, 4th down and 7. The ball at their own 43-yard line, 45 seconds left to go. And Sacco, he does just pull it back and punts it. And that is going to take a Derry bounce, and that's going to bounce all the way back, and they're still letting it roll. It's going to be dropped at the 1-yard line.
Well, that's exactly how you want to draw that up if you're Derry. 33.2 seconds. Indiana's pinned deep.
And with the way Derry's defense has been.
This is where you just take a snap and try to quarterback sneak
Fall
up the middle,
forward.
get a yard or so, because Derry has 2 timeouts. Coach Z wants a timeout right here just to make sure everyone's on the same page.
We're going to take a timeout as well. 20-13. Derry with the lead over Indiana. 33 seconds left to go. Indiana pinned way deep. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM. Back after this.
Necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So, there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready.
And we are back. I'd like to thank the law office of Pat Doherty for sponsoring the second quarter action. 20-13 is our score. Derry with the lead. 33.2 seconds left to go. Derry just punted the football all the way back to the Indiana 2-yard line.
This is where, if you're Indiana, you got to secure the center quarterback exchange and just try to fall forward. They're going to plug up that middle, and that's all they're going to do is just push forward. And Strack pushes that pile. Oh, boy, what a run by Jason Strack.
I don't know if you're allowed to jump up in the air like that to land on the defender or on the quarterback.
But that's going to end the half either way.
But either way, they do get it forward. And they are not going to call a timeout. Great job by Strack, though, to give them that little bit of running room.
I have Coach Z here, guys.
All right.
Let's go down to Doug.
Coach, first half, it just some trouble stopping their running, but you're right in it, yeah.
Yeah, number 9, I mean, he's a good runner. I mean, we're having trouble tackling him right now. We just got to, rely back on fundamentals, just hit, wrap up, drive our feet. I mean, we're doing well up front against these guys. We just got to wrap up and make plays. We've got bodies there, so. Offensively, we just got to execute a little bit more. They're a physical football team, and we got to match up with them and just execute and run our offense.
Go get him in the second half. There you have it, head coach Mark Zelinskis, and we'll send him back upstairs.
All right, well, thank you, Doug. The Crimson Wealth Management sideline report. 20-13 is our score at the half. We're going to come with our Indiana Total Therapy halftime show. When we return, we're going to have the Seniors Spotlight, or the Seniors Salute. What do we call it?
Yeah, Seniors Spotlight. It's Braden Keller tonight.
Okay, so we'll have the Spotlight with Braden Keller when we return, and then we'll come back and recap the first half, take a look at the first Commonwealth Bank quick stats and more. 20-13 is our score. Derry with the lead at the half over the Indiana High Little Indians. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's not just hot. It's the hottest deal ever from Vocelli Pizza. For a limited time, get 1 large one-topping pizza hot from the oven for just $9.99. Order online 7 days a week for carryout or delivery with no limit on this deal. You can stack those pizzas high and order as many one-topping pizzas for $9.99 as you want, as often as you want. But hurry, because who knows how long this will last at Vocelli Pizza. For a hot deal that won't burn your wallet, order from Vocelli Pizza on Oakland Ave.
I'm State Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe Pittman.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off the sporty Eclipse Cross.
That's why.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Strack, he has completed 2 balls passing for. He's 2 of 5 for 6 yards. Rushing, we have Roman Jones has 4 carries, 17 yards and a touchdown. Elijah Thomas has one. He's got 4 carries, 7 yards, and that's really it. Jason Strack has 6 carries for 38 yards. Indiana was able to get on the board with a kickoff return by Jace Brocious. It was a 68-yard kickoff return. So looking at the first half, it's been for Derry. The story of the night for them has been Max Doherty. He has 12 carries, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And the other big runner for them is Preston Donovan. Donovan has 2 carries for 49 yards. Doherty has 2 touchdowns. And Anthony Sacco, their quarterback, he has 2 carries, 2 yards, and he has the other touchdown for our halftime score of 20-13. Indiana opened. They went 3 and out. Were forced to punt. Then Derry took their first drive and went 11 plays, 58 yards. Sacco with a 3-yard touchdown run. It was a 6-minute drive. The extra point was good. Then immediately Jace Brocious for Indiana took the opening kickoff all the way back, 62 yards to get Indiana on the board. Then Derry, 6 plays, 87 yards, 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Doherty with a 47-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. Then Indiana got the ball, 4 plays, 11 plays. I can't read my own handwriting. 11 plays, 67 yards in 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Roman Jones had a touchdown run from 6 yards out. The extra point was blocked, so at that point the score was 14-13. Derry then got the ball back on a good return. They started with the 1st and 10 at the 35. 2 plays later, 29-yard touchdown by Max Doherty at the 7:09 mark to make, and the extra point was no good. So our score stands at halftime, Derry 20, Indiana 13. So it's been a competitive game so far, Mark. I mean, it is what we thought it would be. Derry came in, they want to play big boy football with their big linemen and their big running back, and that's what they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, Indiana, I think, just has to pivot a little bit on what they want to do and how they want to do it, especially on offense. But, the big question for me, and maybe we'll get to the keys of the game later, is can Indiana's defense stop Derry's running attack? I think that's going to be the big key here in the second half, and I don't want to steal your keys to the second half, to me, that has been the one thing that really we didn't see much of an answer for, is how to stop Max Doherty in that first half.
No, and hopefully Indiana's staff will get in there at halftime and, as Coach said, wrap, tackle, get to the football. And, defense, a lot of it is played with effort and energy.
Yep.
And that's what we need to see more of in the second half.
So we'll take a look more at the second half when we return. Again, Derry leading at the half 20-13 over the Indiana High Little Indians. We're going to take a timeout, and you're listening to Indiana Total Therapy Halftime Show on AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
Wow! Quick, Ken, we're getting higher and higher!
Almost as high as the closing fees on those mortgages we sold last month.
And we keep getting higher!
I know! Our closing costs are making us a fortune right now!
They sure are, but I meant we are getting higher towards the moon!
Hey, and the best thing is our customers can't find us up here!
Tired of closing costs and hidden fees going to the moon? Are you fed up with online mortgage companies treating you like an astronaut who doesn't have problems with things going higher and higher? Refinancing or purchasing a new home? InFirst Bank is here for you. They've been the trusted local mortgage lender for over 100 years. They won't surprise you with increased closing costs or hidden fees. Only personalized service. They'll work with you every step of the way to get you into the home of your dreams. InFirst Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
The snap's good. The pass is caught. Touchdown! Just like a winning team, Integrated Power Services knows it takes dedication, teamwork, and vision to succeed. That's why IPS proudly supports our local high schools in both academics and athletics. Because whether it's the classroom, the court, or the end zone, excellence starts with commitment. Here's to a bright future and a winning season from your friends at IPS. Integrated Power Services. Respond, rethink, resolve.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Life in full throttle, front wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, you're the Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Halftime show. They've done a great job this year, and give them some credit. Next week will be homecoming here at Indiana High, so we appreciate all the work that the band does. Now back to the game. Okay, what adjustments? Well, we already talked about it a little bit. You got to find a way to stop Max Doherty. Does that mean we got to bring somebody up in the box and dare Anthony Sacco to throw the ball? If I'm Indiana at this point, I'm going to say yes, do that. If he can prove that he can beat you throwing the ball, in prior games, he's made some passes down the field. But at this point, I like Indiana's secondary of Trayvon Joseph and Roman Jones to match up athletically with their Derry receivers. So I wouldn't hesitate to bring up a safety into that box and make them run into that. But as Coach Z said, a lot of it is they're in the right spots. They're there to make a 3-yard tackle. But Doherty runs so hard and he bounces off of them. So they got to do a better job of wrapping. And, the one thing that I found interesting at practice the other day when I was there was Coach Z kept saying, play with energy, play with enthusiasm, help your guys up off the pile.
Yeah.
And they need some of that, and that will help just making that team defense. Now, losing Buffalo, that's going to hurt this defense. But next man up mentality. Now, offensively, what do you think they have?
Well, for one thing, I think they need to be working right now on going on longer cadences. I think that they need to go on hard counts and trying to draw that defense off sides, because a lot of that pressure is coming from the linebackers as they're cheating up and trying to time that snap almost every play, including the punts.
Yes.
So, you got to try to at least keep them a little bit off their game, because you're getting enough pressure from that defensive line. You don't need the linebackers coming in and helping and giving a free shot at your quarterback or running back. So I think they need to do that. I think that should hopefully free some things up. And if you're doing that, maybe you can start popping some of those runs around the outside. I like some of the things we saw, Pat, and continuing to use that play action a little bit, roll Jason Strack out to the right or left and getting him out in the open field. Also working in some of those option plays where you can pitch the ball to Roman Jones. I think some of those are going to have to work. And then every once in a while you got to keep them honest by running up the middle. I just don't know if the middle is there right now.
Yeah, and, maybe that middle softens as you're able to make some plays out on the perimeter. But Indiana's athletes, in my opinion, Mark, are a little bit quicker, a little bit shiftier than the Derry athletes. So try to get the ball to Roman. Try to get Jason out on the perimeter. Play pass early. I'd like to see them go back to that.
Derry will get the second half kickoff when we return. You have been listening to the Indiana Total Therapy halftime show, 20-13, Derry with the lead. As we finish up the halftime show, get ready for the second half. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Hi, it's me again, Garrett Greek, your local mortgage banker at S&T Bank. If you're looking to purchase a new home to enjoy the changing colors of the fall season, we can help to make it possible. Visit me at one of our Indiana County offices to learn more about our mortgage options. You can also visit us at stbank.com or call us at 800-325-2265. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Yeah, that's
okay, let's just do that. Yep.
It's like 25 seconds.
Yep.
Perfect.
Groceries and even gas. Experience why Martin.
Grand Beginnings Children's Center second half kickoff. Get your children ready to shine at Grand Beginnings Children's Center, who are also donating $1 for every point scored in all of our broadcasts all season long to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. And I believe I wrote it down here. We'll see the total for the season, $721. $721.
Is that going into tonight? Or is
that was going into tonight. So
yeah, so tonight these two teams have contributed $33 to the tally, plus all the other Renda broadcasts. So the Teddy Bear Fund Drive is going to get a nice little donation from Grand Beginnings tonight.
And we're getting set now as the clock rolls down. 20-13 is the score. Tyler Nelson getting set to kick this football off. Kickoffs have been interesting for both teams tonight.
Yeah, you know, at some point if you're Indiana, you'd love to just kick the ball deep and go cover a kick.
Well, you have
not seen that.
Jace Brocious returning one for Indiana. You had Weirs returning a long one for Derry. It was stopped, but it gave the Trojans a short field. We'll see what Indiana elects to do as we get set to start the second half. Another squib kick fielded at the 20-yard line. Indiana trying to track down Noah Stogue. Missing one tackle. Finally do take him down, but boy, he's not an easy guy to bring down as they do throw him out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
You know, I talked to Coach Z before the game about the kicking. He said Justin John with playing soccer, he doesn't get over to practice during the week much at all, and he doesn't want to put him out there in a situation where he's running down the field trying to make a tackle. He just doesn't feel safe right now. Back upstairs.
Crimson Wealth Management sideline reports. Thank you to Doug Steve. All night long. It's a Lionel Richie song.
Yeah, all night long. Let's hopefully we can get a stop and Indiana's offense can get on the field all night long.
We have Sacco back in the shotgun, spread formation. He's going to hand the football off to Doherty, though. Indiana trying to push Max Doherty back at the 35-yard line. So they do get some pressure up the middle. Derek Oates and company. Keller.
Much better job of Indiana's defense as a whole. They're wrapping and gang tackling Max Doherty, 2-yard gain. You can live with that.
Yes. Yeah, and that's actually what you want. And, now you bring it again, but you're going to wait to see what Derry elects to do here as they're facing a 2nd down and long here, 2nd and 8. Again, here is Sacco. Just hands up the middle this time again to Doherty, and he will get about 2 more yards. But Indiana, much better job of getting clogging up the middle a little bit better.
So it'll be 3rd and 5, ball is rusting.
Limiting the space that Max can run through. So they're going to give him 3 there.
The ball sits right at the 38.
Wouldn't be shocked if they ran him just one more time. But if you're Indiana, you also have to be wary of Sacco rolling out, as they have ran the play action out of this, and they do it this time. Here is Sacco rolling to his right. He's being chased by Oaks. Throws it deep down the field, and that wide-open receiver was way out of bounds. But he had Stogue rolling out, and that time Stowe got behind the defenders, the coverage. You'll take that because you did get some pressure on Sacco. However, that's one that you got to bring your D to the sidelines and call your cornerbacks over and say, hey, guys.
Yeah, you can't let that.
We got away with that.
But
watch the hard count here.
They forced the punt, and it's going to be 4th and 5. So, like Doug said, watch that hard count.
Great job, though, by Indiana's defense to force what we think will be a 3 and out.
Derry's missing somebody, and they're going to call a timeout, I think.
Okay, they do call a timeout because they were late getting somebody out in the field. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll have a Derry 4th down when we return. 20-13, the Trojans with the lead. AM 1450 WD80, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital Media.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
What's that?
Indiana's D needed to make a big stop here to open the second half. 2 short runs and an incomplete pass, and now we're facing a 4th and 5. Sacco, he looks like he's going to roll it. He is going to throw the football, and the ball incomplete. Boy, they do the fake punt. Sacco's also the punter.
They had him open, and Sacco shorted the ball. Roman Jones came in and forced the pass. But, wow, Indiana's got great field position down 7.
I mean, they weren't in a formation that was really fooling anyone in terms of a fake. But not a good throw, and instead turnover on downs. And if you're Indiana, you got to make them pay for that.
Yeah, this is where Indiana's got to come out and say, you know what, we're going to run our offense, and we're going to put a touchdown on the board and tie this thing up.
Ball on the 20 for Derry, 38-yard line. Here goes Roman Jones. Roman through the seam. He's still on his feet. Off to the races. Roman Jones into the end zone for a 38-yard touchdown.
Well, that's one way to do it. And, they ran that toss out on the perimeter. What they did, Mark, you've been talking about all night. They brought that pressure up the middle.
Yep.
Those linebackers came right now thinking the inside dive. They ran the toss. Roman to the house.
I actually like the call because instead of Indiana trying to go on a long count or a hard count, they took that pressure up the middle and pitched it right away, so they took advantage of that pressure. And
now it looks like Indiana's going to line up to go for 2.
They are. So a touchdown run makes it 20-19. Indiana is going for the lead here with the extra point or the 2-point conversion attempt.
Let's see a rollout right here.
Strack under center. There's pressure up the middle. Here goes Jason. He's going to fight and going to knock the ball loose, and that's going to be downed 2-point conversion is no good. I like the play call, but great pursuit by the defense for Derry, knocking the ball loose from Jason, and instead it's 20-19. Derry still has the lead, this time only by 1. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV. Back in 60 seconds.
What's one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
I'm State Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe Pittman.
The Indiana Borough Police Department is proud to stand with our community, just like they stand behind our hometown team. From local events to working with students and caring for families, their mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort, and they are only a phone call away. Alongside first responding partners, they're always here for us. On the field, off the field, and everywhere in between. So as you cheer on your team tonight, remember, they always have our backs. Stay safe, Indiana.
Discover a world of convenience at Martin's Food Store in Indiana, where quantity, variety, and freshness meet unbeatable value. Shop in-store or online at martinsfoods.com, with personalized service including hand-picked groceries delivered to your car. Plus, Martin's Pharmacy makes it easy to fill your prescriptions while you shop. Don't forget to join the Martin's loyalty program. Earn and redeem points for groceries and even gas. Experience why Martin's Food Store is the gold winner in the best of Indiana County. Visit them on Oakland Avenue today.
39.
Raglani on the tackle.
Luke Raglani on that tackle. Another one of these young guys that's contributing.
So ball on the Derry 39-yard line, 8:26 to go. Derry now sends the offense out trailing in this football game.
Yeah,
we have not seen that
time.
yet.
So this is where Indiana's got to keep up that positive momentum and make tackles.
You said it, Doc. It started with their defense as they started the second half.
That's right. Our sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management.
First down and 10. Here is Sacco. Hand the football up the middle. Short gain for Doherty. They're going to give him maybe 3 yards on that carry.
Winslow on the tackle for the Little Indians.
The offensive line for Derry, they still get enough of a push that even when it looks like Doherty is going to be stopped well short, he's able to fall forward to at least get 2 or 3.
But that's okay. If you're Indiana's defense, you'll take a 3-yard gain right now.
Here's Sacco in the shotgun. He's going to hand it to Doherty again. Man in motion this time. Max Dougherty breaking it free. He's going to take it all the way into the end zone for a Derry touchdown.
That's not what you wanted.
They sent a man in motion, and that froze the linebackers, watching the guy coming across, thinking maybe he was going to get the football instead. Max Doherty takes it for 57 yards.
Wow.
And that's not what you want here. We didn't like the shootout idea.
No, but you know what? Hey.
2-play drive for Indiana, a 2-play drive for Derry.
We saw how Derry's going to respond. Give the ball to Doherty.
Yeah, they didn't really change their game plan, did they? Extra point is up. It is good. Tie ball game, 27-27. 7:41 left to go in the third quarter. We're going to come back in 30 seconds. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital Media.
Indiana High sports fans, Gooden Associates Insurance Agency is just like you. They support Indiana High sports too. They're also proud to live in Indiana, where they help families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. Don't drop the ball. Get the professional coaching you need to win at life. Call Gooden Associates Insurance Agency at 724-465-8887. And go Indiana High Little Indians. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
So we are back on a 2-play drive, 60 yards. Max Doherty, 57-yard touchdown run for Derry. Extra point was good. It is 27-27. So we do have a shootout.
This has been a very active third quarter. Our score at the half mark was 20-13. And we've already had, in less than 5 minutes, we've had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, we are still midway through the third quarter here. And here is the kick, fielded at the 17-yard line. I believe that is Roman Jones. Roman trying to find somewhere to run, but Derry's very good pursuit as they drag him down at the 22. So I think if you're Indiana, you love those big plays, but I think you'd love a long drive. Oh, we got an injured Derry Trojan on the field. They're going to take a timeout to take a look at him, and we're going to take a timeout as well. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital Media back after this.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
It's Caden Weirs, the defender who was helped off the field for Derry. Indiana takes over at their own 23-yard line. Tie ball game, 27-27, 7:34 left to go in the third quarter. Spread formation here as Jason Strack looks over the defense. He goes under center. And there's, late whistles. The play was already about to snap the football, and then they blew the whistle. It was a little bit late, but it will be a penalty on Indiana.
March it back to the 18.
So first down and 15.
Yeah, again, those pre-snap penalties, Mark, on with this offense, we talk about it all the time. That just drives coaches crazy.
Well, we've seen a couple of drives tonight on offense. Indiana has moved backwards, and last time they moved backwards, but they moved forward in a hurry. I hope they can find a way to do that again as they face first down and 15 now, back at the 18. Man in motion, that's Snyder. The give is going to be up the middle. This time, though,
stiff resistance by the middle of that line.
Maybe a yard for Thomas. And Coach Linskus wants to call a timeout. He doesn't see something he doesn't like. And second down and 14 when we return. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM. Renda Digital Media. Stay with us.
Affordable Interiors.
Hi, this is Aaron. For decades, Affordable Interiors has been built on trust, quality, and a love for serving our community. Now that legacy is being passed on for the next generation. Bailey and I will continue to provide the same ideals and high standards you've come to know and love. While the whole family grows, so has our store. Come see our newly renovated showroom floors and updated storefront. Thank you for allowing Affordable Interiors to transform your homes and businesses yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
My friends of Joe Pittman. The third quarter is being presented by State Senator Joe Pittman, who wishes all of the students a championship school year.
Coach Z talking to his troops. Second down and 14.
Called the timeout just to get the alignment, making sure we have the proper blocking techniques out on their linemen.
Ball on the 19-yard line. Snyder in motion. Strack pulls the ball back. He's going to keep it himself. The line pushes him forward near the original line of scrimmage. So we're going to be faced with a third down and 10, it looks like. Maybe 10 and a half.
And what they were doing, too, is the safety was coming the whole way up onto the line. It was causing confusion with Indiana's linemen on who was blocking who. So that's why Coach C called that timeout.
Love to see it. It's not now's you're not going to fool anybody by throwing a pass, but I'd love to see them go back to a play-action rollout on a first down. But they scored 27 points tonight, so I guess I can't complain too much about their offense.
No, you can't. And, but they'd really love to pick up this first down here, Mark.
6:33 in a tie football game. And another procedure call. And Indiana's...
It's our receivers, Indiana's receivers. That's twice. The first time it was Roman Jones. This time it was Joseph. Just moving a split second early.
Let's go move it back to the 17 now.
I try to go hard.
16. Yeah, I agree, Doug. I'd go hard count.
Hard count, try to get those 5 yards back.
So 2 pre-snap penalties on this drive. Third down and 15.
Clock is rolling. 6 minutes and just about 6 minutes to go in this third quarter.
We don't have the play clocks again tonight, so we'll see what Strack elects to do as he's in the shotgun formation. 4 receivers spread out. He's going to roll to his right. Jason's going to keep it himself. One guy to try to follow that block, and not a lot of running room at all there. Pretty good pursuit.
That's going to bring a 4th and 10.
Pitzer and company making the stop. That big 6'6" defensive lineman stop and bring the punting unit out.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 4th and 12.
So,
they bring so much pressure. I wonder if we can get Derry to run into our kicker.
Well, I thought about that one of those times that Tyler probably could have sold one of those with the way that they've been coming at him.
Beautiful punt.
Nice punt as he kicks it deep. Ball is going to be ball, but they do recover the football. And now some running room for Derry. Still on his feet as he takes it into Indiana territory, but a flag is thrown.
There's 2 flags.
Yeah, those are way late flags, too. Let's see what those are.
Well, the one was an early flag down here at the 32-yard line, and the other one was something late, so we'll see what happens here.
Hopefully it's a hold on
It looked
Derry.
like one was a block in the back by the motion of the one official. I didn't know what the other one was. That was Carson Weirs, who he was bobbling the football at about the 35-yard line, and
it was a really nice punt by Tyler Nelson.
Oh, my goodness.
And it could be both of these. If that second one's a dead ball one, it could be 2 penalties on Derry, and they can enforce both of them.
I think the one was definitely on the return as far as a illegal block. What the late flag was, unless they both saw the same thing and one was just really late doing it.
No, I think it was the same official threw both flags.
Okay.
Oh, no, they're handing them back to each other.
Let's see.
Crimson Wealth Management sideline report. Well, they're definitely pointing to Derry, but I'm not.
They haven't given a signal yet. Here we go. Holding on Derry.
And we can't hear anything that he's saying, but they are going to give it a first down. They're finally now walking the football back. So I guess, Doug, was it the same?
It must have been the same, but I don't know why the one threw it so late.
They've been late with a couple of the calls, though. Even a couple of the procedure calls there.
And they may have just picked up the one at because it looked like two players are talking. At
no, they're
midfield.
marching this off again. So there were 2 penalties.
Okay,
they are. Okay.
So I'm not sure what that was, but it's going to mark.
Well, he only signaled to the sideline one hold.
But it's all the way back to the 27 now. They ended at the 32. So.
Okay. So Derry takes over at the 27-yard line, ball with 5:32 left to go in the third quarter. Tie football game, 27-all.
Indiana's got to have an answer now for Max Doherty. Where is he? And wrap and tackle him.
Yeah, I don't think Derry's going to try a whole lot different.
Why would you?
Everything is worked up the middle for Doherty. And they do give it to him again. Max Doherty. He's going to get forward for 7 yards, maybe 8. And, they'll say, let's just say 7 yards. Derek Oaks on the tackle. Ball to the 34-yard line.
So that's a good first down, 7-yard run.
Still going to have to try to find some answer for that rushing attack.
Indiana's going to have to start overloading that front and bringing guys up, extra bodies.
Sacco under center. Give is going to be to Preston Donovan. There's that inside trap. Indiana does trip him up. I think that was Roman Jones finally making that tackle. It's going to be near the first down marker, but we'll see where they spot him.
He's going to be about a yard short.
I got the clarification from the official. It was just the one penalty, but it was where the play ended. Then they went 10 yards back, so that's why it seemed like they went further back.
Okay. So you got 3rd and 1 now. Ball sits at the 36.
Doherty's in the backfield. Sacco in the shotgun. Think you know who's probably going to get that football, and it is Doherty. Rolls off of one tackle. He's going to get the first down as he takes it to the 40.
Indiana's initial push did a good job of getting him, but he's just so strong.
Tough guy to bring down and try to get him up high, and he just rolled right off of the initial tackle.
Caden Shirley on the tackle for Indiana. That takes the ball to the 40. So gain of 4. Can Indiana force another turnover? And if you're Derry at some point, do you look to take a shot of your own?
Well, with the way Doherty's running, I don't know why you would, as he works his way forward and just plows the entire defense.
He had 117 yards, I believe, at halftime.
He's got he's
know.
nearing 200 at this point. Well, they pushed him back.
Yeah.
I thought that he fell forward a little bit more, but I mean, he still gets 7 yards, but you'll take 7 yards on a carry every time.
On first down, sure.
You know, talking with Mike Carone before the game, he said what hurts Derry so far this year is they hurt themselves. They have drives, they've had touchdowns called back. He said we just have to keep making mistakes that hurt us.
Yeah.
2nd down and 3 now from their own 47-yard line, a tie football game. This time they do fake it to Doherty. Here is Sacco, who's going to get the first down into Indiana territory. He is.
Yeah. Max Doherty took a heck of a shot, and he didn't have the ball.
Well, he needs to take a shot when he does have the ball. But like Indiana pursuing him, but instead Anthony Sacco is able to get the first down for the Trojans at the 49-yard line now.
Clock rolls just outside of 3 minutes in this third quarter. It's been an action-packed third quarter so far. Indiana's defense needs to figure out a way to get a stop here.
1st and 10. Sacco in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He's rolling out to his right. Finds a receiver. Boy, he had a receiver open, and it's just a low throw. If you're Indiana, you're going to take him rolling out and throwing the football every single time, as he's been off the mark his last 3 throws when he's been rolling.
Absolutely, and you know that's hard. You're asking him to roll and then throw to a guy in the middle of the field. He almost had to throw it not across his body, but almost. And
there's Doperak in the.
You'd love for him to be able to set his feet and get a good throw.
When Derry has stalled tonight, it's been because they have not been able to pass the ball downfield.
That's correct. 2nd and 10 now.
You might see 2 straight runs up the middle here with number 9. There's one. They do roll him up and stop him maybe for a loss. Pushed him back to the 50-yard line.
And the crazy thing, Mark, he never was taken to the ground. They blew his progress dead. Boy, he's so strong.
Tough runner. And Indiana's going to have to take those chances, though.
But that was a loss back to the 50.
You'd love to see your ends be able to contain just in case.
3rd and 11 now.
If you can get pressure on the quarterback to make him throw quickly.
Here's 3rd down and 11, ball at midfield. Tie football game, 27-all, 2:18 left to go in the third quarter.
They're going to run the ball to Doherty in the boundary. They're going to come towards Indiana's bench.
Derry, they're going to call a timeout.
They are going to call a timeout. They're going to think about this one. Big play when we return. Still 2:08 left to go in the third quarter. Tie football game, 3rd and 11 when we come back. AM 1450, WDAD 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Following's paid for by friends of Joe Pittman. The third quarter is being presented by State Senator Joe Pittman, who wishes all of the students a championship school year.
So ball is placed at midfield after that stop of Doherty. You have a 3rd down and 11 for this Indiana defense. 2:08 left to go in the third quarter, 27-all.
Coach Z imploring his linemen get low on leverage.
You're Derry. You probably could try to run it up the middle twice here with Doherty if you really wanted to. Instead, they send Stogan in motion left to right. Back to pass. Under some pressure. Sacco, he's going to try to throw it deep. He's got a receiver. Caught! That's going to be Weirs who gets the first down. Ball just hung up there. Defensive back ran right with him, but that ball was just a little underthrown, and that allowed Weirs to be able to come back and make the play on it.
Indiana brought pressure off the edge, but you just like to see a little better ball awareness by your secondary there. That ball hung up there for so long. Go make a play on the ball, separate the receiver, do something.
I was going to say that. You have to look to see when the receiver looks for the ball, you need to be turning around looking.
So big completion into Indiana territory. Ball at the 26-yard line. Here is Noah Stogue.
There's a hold.
There's a hold. It's going to force this one back as he rolls out of bounds.
They were holding Trayvon Joseph on the side.
Only would have been about a yard gain, but this one's coming back.
Right in front of the Indiana bench, Trayvon Joseph got absolutely mauled.
That pass play, by the way,
25
yards. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, they had the ball in the fifth. Well, 24 yards.
Officially, unofficially.
On 3rd and 11.
So
that's going to mark the ball all the way back to the 36. So it'll be 1st and 20 now, with 1:12 to go in this third quarter.
I'd bring the lineman, get ready for something up the middle. Instead, you have a screen to Doherty. Great play is trying to take advantage of the pressure. Doherty bounces off 2 tackles. He's fighting his way near the original line of scrimmage. He's going to be a yard or 2 shy of that.
That's where Indiana's front line needs to feel that. Derry basically let them go right after Sacco, and that's where you got to know it's a screen and retrace your steps.
And Sacco didn't sell it all that well. He just kind of hung back there waiting, and you could see it was a screen right away.
But they picked up 8 yards on it, so it's now 2nd and 12. Ball will be at the 28.
And back to Max Doherty on the ground as he makes one guy miss, 2 guys misses. He's still on his feet. Rolls off of another tackle. He's got one guy to meet, tries to stiff arm him, but he's driven out of bounds by Trayvon Joseph.
That is so unfortunate because Indiana had him dead to rights, and you got to get him to the ground. You got to get him to the ground, and now it's going to set up 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Doug, it was right in front of you. What'd you see?
Yeah, he made the play. You have to give the running back credit there. He made the play. Indiana missed a couple tackles. They could have had him at the line of scrimmage, but he is a tough back, but he is gasping for air out here right now.
Yeah, Indiana's got to find a way to keep Derry out of the end zone here now. You know what's coming. Load the box, and if Sacco beats you, so be it.
A couple of the defenders after that play looking over to the sideline, just shrugging their shoulders. But you got to get him low and bring him down, and they are going to give it to him up the middle again. This time, he doesn't have to make him work. Wide open hole. That's an easy 7-yard touchdown run for Max Doherty. 33-27, Derry back in the lead. And they're doing it on the back all night long of one guy.
Yeah, I mean, without him, I don't know where they'd be, but that's an 11-play drive mark. 10.7 seconds.
The rest of their offense has gotten basically nothing. Instead, you got Max Doherty doing it all, and that's all you need right now as the extra point is good. 34-27, 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So, there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Fights his way to the 50-yard line, and Jace is finally brought down. I thought for a second there that hole opened up.
It looked exactly like the first one that he ran.
It just that last wave of defenders closed quickly enough. Still, Brocious takes it to midfield here, where Indiana's
got to answer now. I mean, they've done a good job here in the third quarter of answering and counter-punching.
3 seconds left.
This is where I'd take a shot.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'd actually maybe do a play action, roll him out, and take a shot down the field if they can give him enough time. I agree with you, though, Doug. First down and 10. Instead, they do just straight dive up the middle for Thomas. It's going to get maybe 2. That's going to end the third quarter. 34-27, Derry with the lead. We'll come back with fourth quarter action. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
By NCUA. As we come back, second down and 8. Here's the pitch to Roman Jones. Makes one man miss. Roman still on his feet. Finally gets out of bounds. He's going to be close to the first down marker. They're going to give him the first.
And that's what we talked about. Get Roman Jones into space. And you can see that he can get around that corner and really make something happen when he has the football in his hands.
As you watch the replay, if you're watching on Renda Digital TV, you can see had a guy coming down on him right away and immediately just a quick feet. Made one cut inside that burst him forward enough to get the first down. Great job by Roman Jones. He can do a lot of special things when he's out in the open field. Ball now in Derry territory at the 40. Strack calling the signal to his team. Inside handoff to Roman Jones. This time he's going to be dragged down. That Pitzer, the riding on the back of Roman Jones as he fights forward for about 5 yards.
But that's fine. That's a good first down run.
I'd rather have Pitzer tackling me from behind than meeting me right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, fourth quarter comes down to conditioning. Derry right now, it seems they're dead tired out here on the field.
Yeah, they have a lot of guys putting their hands on their hips. This is why it's critical that Indiana is able to get 7 on this drive, Doug.
Second down and 5 from the 35-yard line. Same formation here for the Little Indians. Here is Strack taking his time. He's under center. Jones in motion. The give is going to be to Thomas, though, and he's met right away. Nobody bid on the fake to Roman Jones.
They're going to get some bulk yardage here. It's going to have to be outside the tackles.
Yeah. That dive is okay, but you got to catch them a little bit more off guard. That time they were ready for it. If you're looking at the Trojan defense. And
How about this little statistic, guys? Right now there's 1,100 people viewing this game. Thank you for tuning in to Renda Digital TV tonight.
Oh, they're watching a
for
good
this
one.
Exciting game. Indiana's trying to pick up this third down now.
3rd and 6, maybe 4-down territory here for Indiana. Here is Strack under center. Jones, he's going to get the handoff after in motion. Makes one man miss. Roman still on his feet. He's going to be dragged down, though. Boy, a lot of running for a pickup of about 2.
This is where I go hard count. Try to draw them off sides.
Yeah, you would. I would agree with you, Doug.
Roman did his best to...
Max Doherty brought him down. We haven't said his name at all tonight. So it's going to be 4th down and 4. Ball sits right at the 34.
Big play here for the Little Indians. They trail 34-27 in this football game. They've not had much of an answer tonight for Max Doherty. Really, it's the Derry Trojans, but Max Doherty. And Indiana, you want to keep this drive going. 9:30 in this fourth quarter. Trailing by 7. Here's Strack. Jones in motion. Inside handoff. Derry this time, though.
Yep.
Read it. They were waiting for it. And they make the stop. Jones is now slow to get up. and he looks to be in a lot of pain down there. You don't want to see that. Let's hope it's stinger or something. I don't want to speculate, but we're going to take a 30-second timeout. We come back, we'll check on the status of Roman Jones, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital Media.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
And we're back here at Andy Kuzneski Field.
34-27, Roman Jones helped off the field. He's able to walk to the bench, though. We're hoping that may just be something along the lines of a cramp or something like that. He's not happy right now with himself, but not a whole lot he could have done there. Here is Sacco, who's going to give it to Max Doherty. Makes a guy miss in the backfield, but he's only going to get about 2 as Indiana slows him down. Haven't done that a lot tonight, but this is a big stand for the Indiana defense. They're going to have to – they don't want to go down by 2 scores.
Now, the way this thing's going, you got to get a stop here.
Yeah, because Derry gets a couple first downs. They can methodically run out the clock.
Yeah, and, you know.
So, and they are taking their time. 2nd down and 8. For the Trojans.
Yeah, this is going to be a run because the receivers didn't even go back in the huddle to see what the play was.
Under center for Sacco. And they are going to fake the handoff to Doherty. They're going to give it to Noah Stowell on the left side or right side. And Indiana's defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys bringing him down for a loss.
All the way back to the 28-yard line.
Gang tackle.
Now they're going to put him at the 29, but that's going to be a loss of 6.
Boy, a lot of cramps
here, it looks like, on
Kevin Liu.
Who's that? Kevin Liu, yeah. But you know what? You're running well up the middle all game long, and you got 4, 5, 6 yards of carry, and you try to do some crazy outside run.
Yeah, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 15 now.
A 6-yard loss.
You cannot give up a pass like they did last time when they had 3rd and 11. And if you're Derry, you know, your ends, Indiana's ends, got to do a good job of keeping Sacco inside the pocket.
He's back to pass. A little bit of pressure. He is going to fire it deep down the field. That ball is well off the mark, looking for Weirs again.
And the nice thing is that stops the clock. So the clock stops 7:35 here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we've seen Derry go for it on 4th down a couple times here. I wouldn't be shocked to see him do it again, but it looks like they are bringing out different personnel for a punt. Again, Sacco punts it, is the punter, but also the quarterback, so that always...
Yeah, you got to be alert. But with a 7-point lead, 7:35 to play, I would imagine they're going to play this straight up.
Great job by the Indiana D to get that stop. That play on 2nd down, questionable call by Derry.
And it's a rugby-type punt.
And he is going to punt the football. It's going to be fielded at about the 29-yard line by Brocious, and lost his footing just a bit and wasn't able to make a move, so Indiana will just take the football over at the 29-yard line. We'll see if they give him the 30. But
yeah, they're going to put it right at the 30, it looks like.
So Indiana, in what was a wild 3rd quarter, it was 20-13 at the end of the half, and a lot of scoring in that 3rd quarter, back and forth.
Yeah, Indiana actually led this game by 7. At the 9-minute and 33 mark in the 3rd quarter, they were up 27-20. They came out in that second half and kind of caught Derry on a couple, got a turnover and quick score.
They trail by 7 right now. Jason Strack, sophomore QB, in the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll it up the middle. Jason Strack on his feet. He's going to pick up a 1st down, and he's dragged out of bounds. Boy, Indiana wants a late hit there as they rode him out of bounds.
They should have gotten that one.
Yeah, now they got number 14 over on the sideline for Derry, and he's throwing Indiana players around.
I can't believe the officials
This has been a really
if
good.
you let one go, you can't let them both go like that.
Yeah, that's
that
not.
was. I think that's Weirs.
Yeah, that's Weirs.
The other
And,
Weirs.
You know, he's played well tonight. Both these teams have played well tonight. You don't need that extracurricular.
I know.
But a really nice run by Jason on 1st and 10.
14 yards.
Yeah, 14 took a shot at an Indiana player, but none of the officials saw it as he was in the middle of the sideline.
Yeah, remember that during basketball season, Doug. The officials don't always see everything, right?
We see most.
2 receivers split to the right for Jason Strack. He's going to pitch the football to Roman Jones. Roman looking for a blocker. He finds one. He's on his feet. First down carry for Roman Jones. Takes it down to the 41-yard line. Great lead block.
It's good to see Roman back out there.
And that's another great first down carry for an in-first bank first down. Into Derry territory at the 41-yard line. 7-11 to go in this football game. Indiana trailing by 7. Sevens are wild.
That's it. Let's see on first down. They've really mixed up what they've done on first down the last couple plays, trying to neutralize that Derry front.
Here is going to be the pitch the other way. This time to Roman Jones on the left. Derry is there to make the stop, but he's going to pick up 3 or 4. Maybe you'd like to see Roman try to cut that one outside. But good pursuit by
on the tackle. So the ball's going to sit at the 37. That's a gain of 4. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Indiana's got 2 timeouts. Derry has 1.
Looks like now Indiana, a lot of their players are hands on their knees after the play is sucking air.
On offense, that's okay.
They're
you
not.
don't want to see them sucking air on defense.
Not in any hurry here. Receivers split to the right. Give is going to be up the middle. Nice little stutter step by Elijah Thomas is going to pick up a first down for Indiana. And there was Roman Jones in motion. That pitch has been working, so it froze the D enough. And that allowed Thomas to get into the secondary and get a first down.
I really like the job of play calling that Coach Zelinskis has right now. He really has a good feel for what this offense is doing. Go ahead.
I won't tell you, but about 2 minutes ago, the official came up to me and asked if I had a quarter, just in case the head official left his in the locker room in case we went overtime. It's an official I've known over the years. He used to do IUP games, and I said, just take this as my donation.
There you go.
Ball on the 26-yard line, first down and 10. Fake handoff. Here is Jason Strack. He's out in the open field. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
Well, Indiana really answered on that series. Strack, Jones, Thomas, mix and match. What a run.
26-yard touchdown run. Fake the handoff up the middle. And a great run by the sophomore. Now, Indiana, what are they going to do? This is a big decision for them.
I'd kick it.
Now, the one kick was blocked earlier in this game.
But they're going to leave the offense out there, so they're going to go for 2.
5:36 to go in this football game. Indiana trails by 1. Their offense on the field. 2-point conversion attempt. Strack under center. Roman Jones gets the pitch. Jones cuts it inside. 2-point conversion is good. Indiana takes the lead, 35-34. 5:36 left to go in this football game. We're going to come back with an Indiana kickoff when we return. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Priority First Federal Credit Union member, you'll join 16,000 others who enjoy more than just banking. You get the personalized service and benefits you deserve. With 56 years of experience, we know how to put you first. With local loan decisions made right here to support you when it matters most. With online banking and mobile deposit for easy access anytime, anywhere. Because you're more than just an account number. You're a valued member. Visit us at one of our 7 branches to find out why putting you first is our priority.
The fourth quarter is being powered by Homer City Redevelopment. This game is almost over, but Homer City Redevelopment is just getting started because for Indiana County, the best is yet to come.
Boy, if you're tuning in, what a football game. It has been back and forth, and Indiana now taking the lead on a 2-point conversion, 35-34, with 5:36 left to go in this football game. Here's a squib kick. Ball is going to be rolling out of bounds. Thought for a second they might be looking to pick that up, but wisely they let it out of bounds, and we'll see if Derry wants to let them kick it over again or just get the offense out in the field, and it looks like they're sending their offense out.
Yeah, I think they're just going to take the penalty. And
last series was a 5-play, 70-yard drive. Jason Strack, a 26-yard touchdown run. Roman Jones' 2-point conversion attempt was good. So,
yeah, I mean, this is what you want in a high school football game. If you're just tuning in, you decided to tune in at the right time. Indiana's looking now to hold on to this lead.
Doherty not in the backfield, which is shocking. I don't know why.
He's out here as
a receiver.
They're going to run a screen to him and try to get him out in space.
Empty backfield here for Sacco. Now Doherty
comes.
going in motion. He's going to fake the handoff. Here is Sacco up the middle. They are going to roll him down and bring him down after only a yard gain.
Darius Webb made a great tackle.
Sacco thought he was going to be able to run right past him, but Darius grabbed a hold of his jersey and just rolled him down.
Gain of 2 on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd and 8 now. Indiana's defense has done a much better job in this second half.
Derry's some questionable calls, though, with the way they're running the football. I don't know why they wouldn't just keep giving it up the middle to Doherty.
I'd give it to Max Doherty until you stop him.
This time they do give it to him, and he's going to roll forward, fights forward, dives his way across the first down marker. It's going to be a first down on an 8-yard carry. Again, when Derry has not picked up the first down, when they've been stopped, it's been when they've not handed the football off to Max Doherty.
Yeah.
You think about only 1-point deficit right now. Derry's extra point kicker has not been that strong tonight, so I don't think they're going to be in a field goal kicking range.
No, and the clock's winding. It's 4:35 now. Derry has 1 timeout.
If I'm Indiana, I'm overloaded in that box to stop Doherty. Let Sacco try to beat you. Instead, they give it to Donovan up the middle.
Good job.
And nice play. Tried that inside counter to Donovan and then make a big stop.
Travis Buffalo came in on that and made a nice play, read that counter play. They've tried to get that to Donovan a couple times. And Buffalo, the younger brother of Trent, made a really nice play.
Indiana dealing with some injuries here tonight, too, as saw McFarland get carted away. Trent Buffalo get carted away. 2nd down and 12 here, under 4 minutes to go. Indiana with a 1-point lead. Here is Sacco. He is back to pass. He's going to throw it deep down the field. He's looking for Doherty. The ball incomplete. Pretty good coverage. Doherty trying to make an over-the-shoulder catch.
Trayvon Joseph on the coverage. It'll bring up a 3rd and 12. Roman Jones was out there as well. And what a tremendous game here tonight, Doug, huh?
Yes, it is. And I'd watch a screen pass right here. They did it a couple series ago and picked up big yardage.
Yeah, and, again, you want to try to find a way to get the ball into Max Doherty's hands if I'm Derry.
Last 2 plays, he did not have the football. Now they're back to pass. Here is going to be the catch by Weirs. Indiana's going to stop him. They're going to force a 4th down, 4th and 4.
Yeah, but Derry's got to go for this down 1.
Oh, they're absolutely going for
30 seconds, so. But they picked up just enough to make it easy now. It's going to be a 4th and 4. Ball sits on the 49-yard line.
So 4th down and 4 from
Derry
the 49-yard line.
Timeout left. This would be a huge defensive stand if Indiana can get it. Again, now you're in that 4-yard territory. I'd give the ball to Max Doherty.
No question in my mind. I would have given it to him.
Here we go.
Sooner than this, but they are going to give it to him. Doherty up the middle. He trips. He's stopped.
Jace Brocious
and Derek Oakes.
And Derek Oakes came up. What a play. They knew what was coming. Derry said, we're going to run this ball down your throat. And Indiana said, no, you're not. Indiana's 2 minutes and 56 seconds away, Mark, from salting this thing away. 1 first down might do it.
Derry only has 1 timeout left, so they can very easily, even with the timeout, take it under a minute, probably, with even if they have to punt.
Yes.
And this is where you pay attention to the referee after this play, because he'll put his hand up with 10 seconds.
That's where the play clock not working could be a disadvantage, but Jason has to understand that they'll give a signal.
Indiana on their own 49-yard line with 2:56 left to go.
And I'd go hard count.
Indiana's going to have to call a timeout. They do.
Yeah, they're disorganized.
So they're going to call a timeout. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout, and we're going to come back. Indiana with the lead, trying to kill this clock. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
On the field tonight, it's all about power, teamwork, and determination. The same spirit driving Homer City redevelopment. And just like our community is powering up for the future, Homer City Redevelopment wishes all of the players, coaches, and fans a healthy, successful football season. While this game may be in the fourth quarter, for Homer City Redevelopment, they're just getting started, because for Indiana County, we all feel the best is yet to come. And you can read all about it in the Renda Media Best of Indiana County magazine.
What are you doing?
All right, let's go.
And we come back here. Boy, if you're just joining us, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. 35-34. This one has gone back and forth. It was 20-13 Derry at halftime. Indiana now has a 1-point lead. They have the football at their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10, looking to kill this clock. Here is Roman Jones with the pitch. Roman cuts inside. He's on his feet. Roman Jones ridden down by Pitzer, but not before he picks up a first down. Indiana can just take their time. A Derry player slow to get up.
Yeah, let's see.
So does Indiana.
Roman
he's been dealing with cramps. He's running off the field now.
What a play, though. That pitch tonight. Roman Jones has been.
He's saying his shoulder.
Shoulder.
He might have landed funny.
He was ridden down.
But when Indiana's needed a play, Roman Jones has been there. Jason Strack has been there.
Start this
Thomas.
clock. Let it roll. Derry with only 1 timeout. They can only stop the clock once. The ball now in Derry territory, just with the nose on the 40-yard line. This has been a fantastic football game.
Yeah, really. I mean, you can't ask for much more in front of this home crowd. Good crowd here tonight. Beautiful night.
Give is going to be up the middle. Here is Thomas. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. He's into the secondary. 8-yard carry by Thomas. Keep the clock moving.
I'm very surprised that Derry hasn't elected to use their final timeout. They may be waiting to see if there's a third down, but you may not get there.
Well, I think this is Indiana gets this first down, it's over. I've Strack keep it right now. Why risk trying to toss it or putting anyone else?
You're absolutely correct, Doug. Ball security is the most important thing right now if you're Indiana.
2nd and 2, ball on the 32-yard line, 1:45. That clock continuing to roll. Indiana with a 1-point lead. Strack handing the football up the middle. Derry right there. Thomas getting a stop.
And now
they are going to call a timeout.
We got a flag,
and
that's going to be on Indiana. Somebody said something. Who is that in there? Is that Joseph?
Well, it looked like that he got thrown over the pile.
He did.
Late. And officials have been letting a lot go, which is pretty ridiculous.
The unfortunate thing now, guys, is Derry doesn't have to use the timeout because of the penalty. And it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, they called a timeout, and it was a dead ball penalty.
Right, but I think they'll give them that timeout back because of the penalty. Doug, what do you think on that?
Well, if they gave the timeout, that's where, if the flag went down after the timeout was already called.
And I think it did, because it was retaliation after the play was dead. So unsportsmanlike on Indiana. The question is going to be really about the timeout. I mean, so they did lose 15 yards.
That's inexcusable with a minute 30, and they've stopped the clock. And I got to believe, Doug. Can you find out?
Well, they said it still should be second down. I thought the one official came back over here and said,
well, if it's a dead ball, then
it's third down. I think these officials need to get together, and maybe Coach Z needs to call a timeout just to.
Yeah, he's asking the official right now what the situation is.
Officials have let a lot go in a football game like this, and it's disappointing, quite honestly, that and Indiana's got to keep their head if you're their players. But so if they don't give them the timeout, you almost think that it should have been second down. I mean, it was a dead ball penalty, but I know that's Coach Z wants to know that as well. He's wondering why they didn't call the
wants
timeout.
A timeout now just to settle his team down.
That'll be their final timeout.
We're going to take a 30-second break
see
as
if
well.
You can track down the timeout for them, Doug, and the situation during this break.
35-34, minute 30 left to go in the football game. AM 1450 WD80, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Oh, you're right.
All right, we're
so
back.
As we come back, yep.
What do you know, Doug? Did you learn anything?
No, the officials stayed away from me. They all were in the middle of the field. Maybe I can get my quarterback.
Hopefully we don't need it, Doug.
Big penalty,
I don't think there's any way that it's possible.
Game here.
Yeah, it's not possible.
How about Jason Strack roll out keeper and just try to get some yards here?
Yeah,
and
stay in
Derry
bounds.
will use their last time out.
3rd down and 20. So not only do they lose the down, they lose the penalty, they lose a timeout.
And the clock stopped.
Not a great scenario there for the Little Indians.
Situational football.
Ball at midfield. Here's Jason Strack. He's going to fake the handoff. Strack trying to get some yardage. They're going to call
Is that going to be a face mask?
Oh, wow.
The problem is in high school, though, it's not an automatic first down,
this is a
right?
personal foul.
Let's see if it's a first. Is it a first down, though? Yeah, but we got to see if it's a personal foul face mask or let's see.
Well, you got to wonder if Indiana gets a makeup call at some point here.
Well, that wasn't a makeup. That was a perfect
personal foul. Face
first
mask.
Down.
Well, it was definitely a face mask,
still
but
3rd down.
So it's not an automatic first down. Yeah, you don't get the automatic first down in high school. That's why I was asking. So Indiana's going to have 3rd down and 5. It should be 3rd and 5. That makes no sense. The ball was at the 50 with the penalty. That should be at the 35. Derry.
So
I don't understand.
We're going to keep it here, but yeah, I would ask why from the 50. If is it a spot foul?
Well, yeah, the ball was at the 50, but the foul occurred, the face mask behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so it's 15 from the spot.
The foul.
All right, well, it's 3rd down and 8. Derry used their final timeout. So it'll be 3rd and 8. Indiana's got 2 downs. There's a minute 25, so they can bleed this clock.
So they will run this clock well under 1 minute, regardless of what happens here. First down wins it for Indiana. But they're going to have 2 plays. And if you're Indiana, you probably just run, go for it on 4th down as well. Doug?
Well, it's good to see Roman Jones back in there. Hopefully get him on a sweep here, pick up some yardage and see what happens.
3rd down and 8, ball on Derry's 38-yard line. Indiana 35, Derry 34, 125 left to go in the football game. Jason Strack has got 2 receivers split to the right. Thomas in the backfield. He's under center. Jones in motion. The give is to Thomas. Elijah Thomas breaks 1 tackle. Elijah fighting forward. He's going to get about 3 yards shy of the first down. But a good pickup for ET. Clock runs.
Yep, Indiana has no timeouts left.
Right. So this is where you got to use the umpire to read that clock, or the back judge. Who keeps the time there, Doug?
Yeah, when he puts his hand up, that's 5 seconds, or is it 10, Doc? I
thought it was 10, and then he ticks it down.
Yeah.
4th down and 3. 45 seconds.
I'd go hard count. See if you get a jump.
Jones. He's going to get the pitch. Roman Jones. He's going to get a first down and more. Jones on his feet. Fall down, and he's going to take it in the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, it's a blessing and a curse. Indiana does get the touchdown. They are going to take a 7-point lead now, but if Roman Jones falls down, the game is over.
Yeah, and, again, situational football. Yeah, you want to get that touchdown, but you fall down, you win the ball game.
It's still an Indiana touchdown, and it was still a big 4th down conversion.
I don't want to take anything away from Roman, but that's where if you just fall down, the game is over and we win. Now, Indiana's going to see what are they going to do. They're going to go for 2 here. And, they are up by 7. Game. If they get the 2, they'll be up by 9.
So they are going for the win here. They are up by 7 right now. No timeouts for either team, so nobody can stop the clock. That was a 49-yard drive, touchdown drive. Here is Strack. He's got Jones in motion. He's going to give it to Thomas. Up the middle, and Thomas is going to be stopped. 7-point game, 35 seconds left to go. Indiana's defense needs to make one more stop. Derry, we have an injured Derry Trojan out on the field. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, and we'll come back with an Indiana kickoff. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Affordable Interiors.
Hi, this is Aaron. For decades, Affordable Interiors has been built on trust, quality, and a love for serving our community. Now that legacy is being passed on for the next generation. Bailey and I will continue to provide the same ideals and high standards you've come to know and love. While the whole family grows, so has our store. Come see our newly renovated showroom floors and updated storefront. Thank you for allowing Affordable Interiors to transform your homes and businesses. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
The 4th quarter is being powered by Homer City Redevelopment. This game is almost over, but Homer City Redevelopment is just getting started because for Indiana County, the best is yet to come.
And so, 41-34, 6-play, 49-yard drive. Roman Jones, 33-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion failed. Indiana now has a 7-point lead, but they're giving the football back to Derry with 35 seconds left. Now, Derry has no timeouts. But we have seen them with some big kick returns, and we've seen them with some big offensive plays tonight. Here is Tyler Nelson. Kicking the football. Squib kick, fielded by Weirs at the 20-yard line. Here is Caden Weirs. Taking it down to the 45. He's going to be finally brought down.
I mean, the thing is, as we said earlier, Sacco's not going to beat you with his arm per se, but if Derry's going to win this game or tie it, he's going to have to beat him with their arm.
So 27 seconds, as that does take a little bit of time off the clock with that return. Again, no timeouts for Derry here. The ball is at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they got to go 55 yards to tie this game.
In 27 seconds. So Indiana in a prevent defense. I mean, you could give it right to Doherty up the middle. He has broken big runs, but if he's stopped, it makes things really challenging. Here is Sacco, back to pass. He's going to throw the football, brought out of bounds after only about a 3-yard pickup. Takes 5 seconds off the clock, 22 seconds left to go. And Weirs is hurt now. And he's been he's a pretty big receiver in terms of a receiving threat.
I think that just gives Indiana a little more time to rest themselves, take a deep breath. Their defenders right now.
Yeah, Indiana just keep everybody in front of you. Don't let anybody get by you.
You just want to watch like a flea flick or something like that. Craziness. Just stay with your men downfield.
Crimson Wealth Management sideline reports with Doug Steve. Ball at their own 49-yard line. 2nd down and 6. 22 seconds left. Derry trailing by 7 to Indiana. Here's Sacco and rolling to his right. Under some pressure. He's going to try to fire it. Does hit an open receiver at the 40-yard line for a first down, out of bounds. Down to 15.7 seconds left to go. Indiana's keeping everything in front of them, but they did pick up a first down on an 11-yard play.
And they've let them get out of bounds each time. You'd like to see a tackle in bounds. You get a tackle in bounds now, this game's going to be over.
15.7 seconds, 40 yards to go. Could Derry take a shot down the field here as well? Here is Sacco. He rolls to his left. He's going to try to fire it. He does hit Doperak. Another short pass play, but he's out of bounds. Now down to 9 seconds. I'm surprised they didn't at least take one shot deep.
Now they have a chance to. They've gotten to an area where they can take that shot deep.
4-yard pickup. Sacco to Doperak. 9.2 seconds left.
Is where Indiana's defensive ends cannot let Sacco get outside. And again, you still got to be aware of where Doherty is.
He's in the backfield with Sacco. Trips receivers to the right. Sacco bobbles the snap. He rolls to his left. He's under some pressure. He just throws it out of bounds. 3 seconds left. One play. I think he was looking to go deep that time, but pretty good coverage, and eventually didn't like what he saw down the field and decided just to throw it away.
Yeah, the other thing is you tell your defenders, if you get beat or somewhere just tackle the guy.
Tackle him.
You don't get a spot foul in high school.
That's right. It's only a 15-yard penalty in high school. So get back, nobody behind you.
Trips receivers way to the right here. Doherty in the backfield with the quarterback, Anthony Sacco. Last play of this football game. Indiana leading by 7. Here's Sacco. Back to throw. He's going to heave one deep into the end zone. Nobody there but Indiana. They knock the ball loose. It goes incomplete. Indiana wins.
Wow. That ball hung up in the air. He got it to the end zone. Sacco did a great job. Got that ball to the end zone. Wow.
And it even bounced. For a second, I thought, just checking to see if maybe it landed in somebody's arms on the field. It did not. What a win. Game of the year for Indiana as they defeat Derry 41-34. We got a whole host of things coming up in our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show, including an interview with Coach Zelinskis. Maybe we'll get a player or two as well. But a fantastic finish to a fantastic football game. Indiana defeats Derry 41-34. We're going to come back with our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
It's not just hot. It's the hottest deal ever from Vocelli Pizza. For a limited time, get one large one-topping pizza hot from the oven for just $9.99. Order online 7 days a week for carryout or delivery with no limit on this deal. You can stack those pizzas high and order as many one-topping pizzas for $9.99 as you want, as often as you want. But hurry, because who knows how long this will last at Vocelli Pizza. For a hot deal that won't burn your wallet, order from Vocelli Pizza on Oakland Ave.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or J4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So, there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Also on FM, and you'll get ready to record 100.3.
So we are back here at the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show, brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. 41-34 was the final. We'll go through the entire game recap here when we come back a little bit later, but right now we are trying to get a couple of players down on the field, as well as Coach Zelinskis with Doug Steve with our Crimson Wealth Management sideline reports. So I'm trying to – you see Doug down there in that mob of people? Pat?
Tell him to come over to the radio. I'm trying to get – where'd Coach Z go? Darius.
Well, there's a lot of activity down there for sure, but, this is such a great atmosphere tonight. Derry kept punching and punching and punching, but Indiana answered. Every time they got punched, they punched back, and that's a big growth moment for this Indiana football team.
So, we do have. We're going to go down to Doug Steve he has Coach Zelinskis and a couple of players. So,
okay, thank you, Coach Z. Still coaching. Want to know who's playing JVs tomorrow? Coach, unbelievable. The first half, Derry did what they wanted on the ground, and at halftime he made adjustments. You're down 7 points. What adjustments did you make at halftime?
I think more of it wasn't X's and O's. It was just the desire of our players. I mean, they made up their mind. They understood what they put into this. They got themselves in a position to compete. They just went out there and executed. There's nothing we could do different in terms of X's and O's. We lost 2 great players tonight. Graham. 2 seniors. We're down to 6 seniors now and 3 juniors. And I'll tell you what, losing Trent and Graham, I think Graham has a season-ending injury, and Trent probably looks like he might too. And we had some guys come in, and it was a next man in mentality. Again, just like last week, we challenged them on Monday. We got to get better during the week, and we did. And I think that came through. When it came down to when it was a backyard scrap.
And you look at your younger players. Jace Brocious takes the kickoff return after there in the first quarter. Derek Oakes again played a nice solid game defensively. But what do you say about Darius Weber? He made some adjustments there at halftime, and he was a man among boys in the second half.
Well, again, it's just like I said, it was the attitude that we came out with, and he's turning into a leader out there, and played with great intensity. People fed off that energy, and that's what it was about. It was just us making up our mind we were not going to be denied, and I'll tell you what, it was just, I couldn't be more proud of our players. The way they come out and played hard, it was just unbelievable effort on their part.
Talk about your sophomore quarterback. We're going to come on in a minute, but Jason Strack, he's no sophomore anymore.
Nah, I'll tell you what, we ask a lot of him, given the experience he has, and he just keeps coming through, and he's grown by the minute, and keeps getting better every snap. And, and again, I think we could say that about almost every player on our team. We just keep getting better, and that's what this is about. So, we're motivated. We're going to come back, enjoy this victory, but we got to come back Monday for another big week of practice to take more steps where we need to go and get ready to play Knock next Friday for homecoming.
Talk about this atmosphere. Another great turnout by the student body, and they rushed the field after. They thought you just won the national championship. See,
well, you know what? It's just there's a lot of bottled up emotions. I just thank the Lord that I'm able to be part of this. These kids. They've been struggling for a long time, and to see them just reap the fruit from all the hard work that they put into this. It just they're grown together as a unit, as teams, as friendship, and then you could see the link to the student body. It's just phenomenal. I just stand back and just thank God that I'm able to be part of this.
One last player I wanted to talk about was Roman Jones. Again, a great night. He battled, it looked like cramps and maybe a shoulder injury, but he really battled and came through when he had to.
Well, we got a lot of mileage out of him tonight. I mean, he carried the ball a lot. He played all game on defense. He's on special teams for us. I mean, the kid does it all, and he gives great effort all the time. And I'm not talking just about games. I'm talking about in practice. He has emerged as a leader on our football team. He leads by example, and the kid's just I couldn't be more pleased with what he's done.
Congratulations, 2 wins in a row. Section play starts, like you said, next week. Knock coming to Indiana, homecoming. I'm sure come Monday you'll have the team ready to go.
Oh, absolutely, man. Can't wait to see these guys on Monday.
Enjoy this one.
Thanks, Doug.
We have head coach Mark Zelinskis.
Hey, Doug, have the players face up towards our press box so that we can get them on film.
Okay, we're going to get Jason Strzok and Darius Webb. They want us to face the press box so they can get you on film. Darius, you can come on this side of me.
Tell him to take his helmet off so we can see what he looks like.
Take your helmet off so they can see what you look like. You get some air. Don't look at it. Oh, maybe you should put it back on.
Yeah, put it back on for sure.
Well, let's first talk to Darius. Darius, first half, it seemed like great running back Doherty. He had his way. What adjustments did you make personally at halftime because you really stopped in the second half?
When they were pulling, I had to go in, kind of I don't even know how to really explain it. It was like a double pull, and I had to go inside of them because I would go outside in the first half. Because in the first half I went outside and they would push me back, but if I went inside, I'd stop them inside. So that's pretty much what I did the whole time.
Talk about your team this year, especially tonight's game. Overcame a lot of adversity, a couple of injuries, able to hold on and battle to the end to be a tough Derry team.
Yeah, because at halftime I told them I don't care about the score, even though we were down. Keep going until the clock hit 0, and we kept fighting until it hit 0. To win in the game, and that's what matters.
Hey, congratulations. Go get him next week versus Knock.
Yep.
Okay, now let's talk with Jason Strzok. Jason, only a sophomore. Talk about the emotions of this type of game. Back and forth, down early. Jay Sprocius runs back that kickoff. Then you get down again there in the second half, and you have to come back. What's going through your mind?
Well, first off, Jace played like a dog. For a freshman, he's insane. He deserves all the credit in the world. Did he have the pass breakup late at the end?
He was one of them, yeah.
He played out of his mind tonight. He's just going to get better. I love that kid. He's awesome. I'm so excited to play with him for, 4 more years? 3 more after this?
But 3 more for you, unless you want to fail a few classes. Maybe we can get you another year of eligibility. But
yeah, well, I'm not very good at math, so.
We'll talk about your mentality and coming back. Roman Jones had a great game. I mean, Elijah Thomas, another solid game. Again, your thought process. You had a nice touchdown run. When you run that flex bone offense, what's your thought process, whether to keep it or hand off?
Well, you see, it's really just if he runs to ET, goes to tackle him, I keep it. And if he plays me, runs up the field, I give it. It's really simple, but I don't even know. I just got to get my mind right sometimes because very first play I should have kept it. I would have gotten 15 yards, and I learned from that. And so, today was just a big learning experience. It was a great learning experience, but we're just going to get better every week, and that's how I'm going to look at it on the next week.
Talk about the atmosphere, your student body, supporting you and come rushing out on the field. The whole team, great 2 weeks in a row to get victories in front of the home crowd.
The student section, they're awesome. When we came out last week, no one expected, we were 0-3, and no one expected there'd be a huge student section. They filled it up, and it was just great. It's a great environment. We had so much confidence going into the game. We didn't come out at halftime sluggish like we did in the away games. The atmosphere is great here with the new lights and everything. It's so awesome that they're doing all this for us.
Hey, congratulations. You got 2 wins in a row under your belt. Let's go get a third next week.
Doug.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
Ask Mr. Strzok, does he have a homecoming date? Because if he doesn't, he should now.
Okay, Mr. Doherty up in the box wants to know if you have a homecoming date, because after this game you should get one pretty quick.
Well, yeah, I do have one. I actually just asked her.
You asked her after the game here?
Yeah, I did.
Are you going to say her name?
Oh, I don't know if she'd want me to name drop.
It might be Lake and Kugler.
Think she'd care? She wouldn't care?
It's Lake and Kugler?
Well, it's Lake and Kugler.
Well, that's what Mr. Doherty was saying, her name over at Lake and Kugler. You better watch her dad's an attorney, too, so you better be nice.
Well, I'm a very nice guy. If he wants to meet me at some point, that'd be great. I think I'm a good kid, so I think he'd like me.
Hey, he was not much of an athlete going through high school. You could tell him I said that.
All right.
Congratulations.
I want to leave that one go, Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go. And not only does he get to come back and as a quarterback tonight, but he also has a homecoming date now.
That's a good night.
Yeah.
Send it back upstairs.
He might want to leave that last comment out when he's going to pick her up for homecoming and not say that to the dad. That might make for a longer night. But either way, Indiana comes away with a 41-34 victory tonight. Our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show will continue. We'll recap the football game and more. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up the $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. Doesn't get better than this.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
It's not just hot. It's the hottest deal ever from Vocelli Pizzic. For a limited time, get 1 large one-topping pizza hot from the oven for just $9.99. Order online 7 days a week for carryout or delivery with no limit on this deal. You can stack those pizzas high and order as many one-topping pizzas for $9.99 as you want, as often as you want. But hurry, because who knows how long this will last at Vocelli Pizza. For a hot deal that won't burn your wallet, order from Vocelli Pizza on Oakland Ave.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up the $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
The second series for Derry, they took it 11 plays in 6 minutes, 58 yards, and Anthony Sacco, the junior quarterback for Derry, took it in for a 3-yard touchdown run. It was 7-0. Jace Brocious, though, answered back in a big way, a 62-yard touchdown kick return. Indiana's been doing really well on their kick returns. The extra point tied the football game at 7. Indiana's defense had a tough time stopping Derry, in particular Max Doherty, the big running back for the Trojans for most of the night, at least in the first half. Derry's next possession, 6 plays, 81 yards, and Doherty a 47-yard touchdown run. Extra point made it 14-7, but again, the Indiana offense answered back. 11 plays, 67 yards. This time Roman Jones, we called his name a lot in the football game. He took it in from 6 yards out. The extra point, though, was blocked. It was 14-13. Derry with the lead. Derry then answered again. 2 plays, 35 yards after a big kick return by Weirs. Doherty then took it 28 yards into the end zone. Extra point was good. It was 20-13 was the score. Indiana then struggled to get anything going late in that half. They did make a big stop to keep it at 20-13 at the half, but along the way they lost seniors Trent Buffalo and Graham McFarland to injuries. Could be potentially season-ending. We will have more updates throughout the week on those 2 players. The third quarter was wild and a lot of scoring as Derry went 4 and out. They were stopped on downs for their first series, and then Indiana, it only took them 1 play. Roman Jones took it 38 yards into the end zone for a touchdown and a extra point. The 2-point conversion was no good, 20-19. But the next series for Indiana, their defense finally stood up, forcing a fumble. Indiana got the football back, and it only took them 2 plays as Elijah Thomas, a dive up the middle, went 45 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good, and Indiana took a 27-20 lead. Derry, though, it didn't take them very long as they answered back a 2-play drive, 60 yards, and guess who? Max Doherty, 57 yards. He was over 200 yards rushing on the night. 27 all was the score. Indiana couldn't get much going, and Derry finally took the lead on their next possession on an 11-play drive, 73 yards. Doherty again took it in from 7 yards out. It was 34-27 was the score. Then Indiana began to bounce back as they got the football, made a couple of big defensive stops. Darius Webb leading the way with a couple of big stops on that defensive line. And Indiana in the fourth quarter, 5 plays, 70 yards. Jason Strack, a 26-yard touchdown run. Roman Jones added a 2-point conversion attempt, and Indiana jumped ahead by 1 point, 35-34, with 5:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. The defense made a stop, and then Roman Jones took the ball, and in 6 plays, 49 yards, went 33 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion was no good. Indiana was holding on to a 7-point lead, 41-34, but Derry had the football back. A couple of pass plays and a Hail Mary into the end zone from 34 yards out. The Indiana defense made a big stop, and the Little Indians come away with a 41-34 point victory tonight at Andy Kuznetsky Field as they defeat the Derry Trojans. Derry falls to 3-2. Indiana improves to 2-3. They'll be back at home next week as they get set to take on Knock for homecoming. And that was pretty much our recap.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a lot. I got to get a drink of water.
Yeah,
and a breath.
let's take one more break. We can come back. We'll do some stats, and we'll talk about the good players of the game.
All right, let's talk. We'll talk a little bit more. We'll bring Doug Steve back in here as well. But, we want to thank everybody. That was a great football game here tonight, our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. We'll roll on. We'll talk a little bit more about this one when we return. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
In a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank member FDIC equal housing lender.
Life in full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
Discover a world of convenience at Martin's Food Store in Indiana, where quantity, variety, and freshness meet unbeatable value. Shop in-store or online at martinsfoods.com, with personalized service including hand-picked groceries delivered to your car. Plus, Martin's Pharmacy makes it easy to fill your prescriptions while you shop. Don't forget to join the Martin's loyalty program. Earn and redeem points for groceries and even gas. Experience why Martin's Food Store is the gold winner in the best of Indiana County. Visit them on Oakland Avenue today.
Affordable Interiors.
Hi, this is Aaron. For decades, Affordable Interiors has been built on trust, quality, and a love for serving our community. Now that legacy is being passed on for the next generation. Bailey and I will continue to provide the same ideals and high standards you've come to know and love. While a whole family grows, so has our store. Come see our newly renovated showroom floors and updated storefront. Thank you for allowing Affordable Interiors to transform your homes and businesses yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
We all know life can get tough. Maybe it's a legal battle you never saw coming, a criminal charge, a family dispute, or planning for the future. In those moments, you need someone who truly cares. I'm Patrick Doherty. I've spent my career standing beside good people through difficult times. Whether it's criminal defense, real estate planning, or family law, my wife Amy and I are here to fight and guide you forward. When life gets tough, you don't have to face it alone. Call the gold-winning team at the Law Office of Patrick Doherty.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So Good Patient Care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
And when you do this in front of this kind of a home crowd, it's these types of games that hopefully get your numbers more up in the future, because kids see how much fun that was to watch it and maybe to be a part of it as they're running on the field, 41-34, back and forth all night long. It was just a fantastic game.
Indiana was able to score 41 points this week, 42 last week, right?
48, wasn't it?
48?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see this offense is really starting to click. Some of the linemen are doing a good job up front.
Yeah.
And these skill guys, Roman Jones, he's been great on the edges. Elijah, then that opens it up for him. Kevin Liu, Jason Strack. I mean, this offense is really starting to hum. You throw in a kick return here or there, and there you go. I mean, let's look at some of these stats real quick. Jason, he was 2 of 6, throwing for only 6 yards tonight. But Indiana made their hay on the ground. They had 258 total yards, 287 before penalties. They had 35 yards of penalties. But let's take a look here. Roman Jones, 15 carries, 138 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. Jason Strack, 11 carries, 75 yards. He had a touchdown. Let's see. Elijah Thomas, 13 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Early on, he really was struggling to get anything, and then they were able to pop a couple. And obviously, we have the Brocia 62-yard kick return for a touchdown. So, but let's also talk about Derry a little bit. I know we mentioned his name a lot tonight, but boy, Max Doherty, 25 carries, 234 yards, 4 touchdowns. Anthony Sacco had 5 carries, 12 yards, and a touchdown. Derry they had 76 yards passing, 298 yards rushing, 50 penalty yards, so they netted 324 yards tonight. Just a tremendous offensive football game. But, where this game really turned was in that third quarter, where Indiana got a couple stops. They got a turnover. Derry went for that fake punt. Indiana was able to get a stop and score quickly on both of those. And, that, I think, gave Indiana a belief that, okay, we can do this. And they never blinked.
There's no doubt about it. And you just, you don't like to question coaches' decisions. But, when you're running the ball so well most of the night and to go away from it certain times throughout the game.
Couldn't agree more.
And even in the third quarter, they totally controlled Indiana in the first half with their running game. But I do believe Indiana warmed down enough that both teams were sucking wind at the end in the fourth quarter, but Indiana was able to persevere and overcome any of their tiredness and make the plays when they had to.
Well, you mentioned one of the plays right before a touchdown by Doherty that he was really sucking wind. It seemed like after that drive, even though they scored, they were going away from him. They weren't running him as much as they had it. He was still picking up big yards, but I don't know whether or not he was getting a little gassed, and that's why they went away. But they started throwing the football. That allowed Indiana. They did make a couple stops on Doherty, but it seemed like Derry kind of went away from what was working for them in the first half, and Indiana's defense cracked down. And the combination of those things, I think, helped out. And then the offense just kept going. Indiana's offense, when they needed a score, they had an answer, and they were able to score at big points of the game.
Yeah, Doherty went down with that one time with an injury we didn't remember along the sideline. I just wonder if he was just dead tired and we just needed that rest right there. Who knows? Yeah,
and, the yardage, even though he was getting yards in the second half, it was a lot harder. Yeah. Indiana made him... those 6-7 yard gains early on were now 3-4 yard gains, which may not sound like a lot, but it really takes a toll on you, and you carry the ball 25 times. It was a humid night, a hot night. So, hey, Indiana got their second win, and what a great experience again.
And what was great is different players stepped up on different times throughout the game on different occasions. It wasn't the same one or two players. Defensively, look at all the different players that stepped up. Darius Webb, we said Oaks. Derek Oaks, Jace Brocious.
It took all of them.
Jacob Snyder. Jacob Snyder, you could probably call his name a lot. He's a senior leader on that defense for sure. And then Darius Webb. He just really came out in that second half, and I really thought he really asserted himself. So,
not just there. I think the whole defensive line.
I agree. I agree. But he's the leader of that defensive line, and he's bringing these young kids along with him, and that's what's important to see.
So we have to pick our Good and Associates Good Player of the Game, and boy, a lot of candidates, and you could pick Roman Jones because of the night that he had, but we've picked Roman a number of times, and I think there are so many other candidates you can pick tonight with a game like this, 41-34, that we have a couple of one on offense and one on defense.
And we kind of already tipped our hands with the interviews a little bit, but I believe that Jason Strack, just the way he's kind of matured into this role at quarterback, he had that big run when Indiana really needed it. Just ran the offense, I thought, beautifully tonight with some of his pulls and when he handed the ball and when he pulled the ball, he faked you out a couple times. And,
yes, he did.
So, I think he's deserving of that offensive player of the game. And Doug, what do you think on defense?
Defense, Darius Webb. I think he came not that he didn't come to play in the first half, but he made the adjustments needed at halftime, and I thought he was just a man among boys in the second half. So I think he leads that defense. His ability, and he can be a silent leader. He doesn't have to talk a lot. He does it by what he does. But going back to Jason Strack too, I just think his demeanor he doesn't show like upset or frustration. He has that same demeanor. So
I'll say this: the thing that impressed me really a lot during his post-game interview, some guys, hey, I just had a great game. It's about me. He was the first things out of his mouth were talking about his teammates and what a great job other guys did tonight. And that tells you a lot about his character, and it also tells you a lot about the program that Coach Zelinskis and his staff is trying to instill, and he believes it. I mean, Coach Zelinskis believes in his program. He believes in what they're doing, teaching these young men. Because, look, at the end of the day, guys, it sounds cliche, but this is more important than football. This is about getting young men to fight through adversity, because life's not going to be easy. And he's doing that each and every day with these guys. They've been working since January, and you're now starting to see the seeds planted. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we're going to run the table by any stretch. But to get a couple wins, it starts to get
after
kids
you
to believe.
Start 0-3.
Right.
And,
to get them to believe, and then they have not coming in here next week. That's another game that is winnable. It's winnable, but you got to avoid complacency. Keep doing what you're doing. If they're able to score 41 points a game, you're going to win more than you're going to lose.
Yeah. I think the way they bounce back after going down 0-3.
And that game at Charter Valley was wow.
Yeah, I mean they and ends at halftime. I mean probably mercifully because it was not a good game. And it wasn't looking great. And they came back home, huge win last week, and really dominated both sides of the football. And then tonight, back and forth. And this could have gone either way, when it came right down to it. But I think Indiana made the plays late when they had to. We haven't even talked about special teams. And their special teams, what they're doing on kickoff returns, it's really impressive to see back-to-back wins the way that they've done it after they've started 0-3 like that on the road. And now you like to think they get a little more confidence, and who knows what happens the rest of the way.
Hey, confidence is a big thing.
And playing at home, you get 2 wins at home in front of a student, their classmates. But I've already heard a couple kids saying, "I'm going out for football next year," just because of last week. That should have gone out this year. But when you see the high school kids storming the field after the game, but you see junior high football players with their jerseys on, running on the field after the game to go up to their guys that they look up to, these high school kids. It's just, it's immeasurable what that does to a program.
It looked fun.
Yeah.
It looked fun to be out there and be a part of that team. And,
And Indiana's got homecoming here next week. Yeah. So we'll, Doug, I know something that's very near and dear to your heart, the Zellum Award, and that's always a special time. So hopefully Indiana can just build and stack another win, get to 500 going into conference play.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
And it's great. We have Ed Zellum, Scott's older brother, that will be back for his class reunion. That will be back to help present the award after the game next week. So, just even talking to Coach Z, you get chills when I was interviewing him, just knowing all the time that the coaches have put in since they were hired, and to see what's happened the last 2 weeks. Football can be back here in Indiana.
Yeah.
Are they going to be Whipple champs? Maybe not, but you know what? They can be competitive, and if you can get the student body to these home games and cheer like they have and be part of their classmates out there playing, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
It was a fun night tonight. We're all happy to be a part of it. It was wild, but Indiana does come away with a 41-34 victory. So we want to thank a few folks, Andy Hart, Matt Lewis, who helped to bring it on the video side. If you're watching us on video, of course, Pat Doherty, Doug Steve, Danielle Pisarczyk back in the studio, and of course Zeke.
Make no mistake, Danielle's our catalyst. She's our quarterback that keeps us running, and we really appreciate everything she does. And Zeke Thomas, our statistician, he does a great job, and just what a great night for Indiana football tonight.
Yep.
We have to hurry up and get off. It's past Andy's bedtime.
That was an hour.
It's past my bedtime.
IUP tomorrow, boys. IUP Millersville tomorrow on U92. So let's get another win this weekend.
All right. We thank you for joining us online, on the radio, and for everybody who we mentioned and more. You have been listening to Indiana High Football as the Indians improved to 2-3 with an exciting 41-34 victory tonight over the Derry Trojans. You have been listening to Indiana High Football on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night on AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV. Good night, everybody.